Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy gang. What's going on, everybody? It's Pastor Gravy, episode 596 with your pals Alex, Pat, and Bobby the Boatman Jokes back from vacay. Bobby Boats. How you feeling, Boats?
Still got sea legs under me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Got any
here.
scurvy going on?
I'm here ashore. That's what we shit people call it. When we're on land, we call it we're ashore.
Okay.
Just so you know, you
You're
guys know.
You're a land man now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a
land lover.
You were a seaman,
I was a seaman.
but now you're a land man.
Now I'm a land man. Yeah.
All right. Well, we actually I did put cruises as a comeback kid, so we'll get into your vacation. I'm very interested in and it's always fun because we don't vacation on this podcast. So I don't know if he knew what to do.
How does Bobby relax?
Yeah, that's what we call it in the biz. We call that a tease. What we're also teasing is that this is the last episode of the podcast ever. I'm just kidding. It's not really. It's the last episode.
Got you.
Last episode of the podcast is for the 11th annual Christmas Spooktacular. This coming Saturday. Yeah, Spooktacular. At Kobo's Q downtown, 2012 Rusk Street. Do not forget to make your appointment to be there. You don't have to make an appointment. Just show up and be there. I think they're going to start. You can watch all the football games. You're going to be able to watch all the football games in a college football playoff. You got the SMU game kicks off at 11. They're going to be open at 11 a.m. We are going to go on at 1:30. That's about halftime of the Texans game. We're going to go on 1:30 till before 3. We're going to try and keep it about an hour and a half. We got a lot of awards. We do have a special guest coming, but we'll tell you all about that. But this is the podcast before the Spooktacular, so I'm very excited. A lot of nervous energy.
The penultimate
podcast. The
podcast.
penultimate podcast, and then next week's podcast is the final podcast of the year before the best of. But I want to start us off with. I was thinking about this today because I was watching ESPN. Can I call myself a Disney adult if I watch a lot of ESPN? Because
Not only that, but just as a massive Star Wars fan, I think I also qualify as a Disney adult.
I mean, they're both owned by Disney, so like I'm a big Disney adult now, dude.
What if I just ran a fake Bob Iger Twitter account? Would that make me a Disney adult? He's the president.
Oh, okay. I was like,
You don't know Bob Iger?
not
Call yourself a Disney adult.
I was a
Better
skipper.
pay respect to
I was
Daddy.
a John Skipper guy when he used to
Daddy
be in
Disney.
charge of it. I'm a Team Walt. You know,
Yeah,
anything Walt touches, I'm Team Walt.
I hate that you brought it. You were a big fan of Walt's politics?
I said anything he touches. He didn't touch politics. He thought politics. He thought about politics. He touched a lot of cigarettes that they had to Photoshop out.
This feels like something that like actual Disney adults have put out online to try and expand the use of it so it would stop being a derogatory term.
No, I just think it'd be funny though because like I think that it was. I don't think a lot of people look at it as a derogatory. No, you're
Oh,
right.
yes,
You're
we
right.
do.
You're right.
We
People
all do.
But I think a lot of Disney adults take pride in being a Disney adult, and this is
They
my
don't.
way of being like, I'm also a Disney adult. They're like, no, you're not. How many times have you been to the park? Well, I mean, I watch ESPN way more than you ever spent time in that park. I have watched way more ESPN than you could ever even imagine being in that park. So
Bro.
I am probably a bigger Disney adult than you.
Ever since they acquired the rights to the NHL package, I'm one of the biggest.
Every night.
Dude,
Every night.
Every night I've got Disney on.
Yeah. I've got the Diz on. You know what I'm saying?
I should start wearing my Mickey Mouse ears while I'm watching hockey games. Really just sinking. I would love to get in this conversation with a real Disney adult and then have them get mad and be like, you're not one. I'm like, I went to the one in California, and just the fact that I don't know whether it's Disneyland or Disney World would make them so angry. I think land is California.
Dude, yeah. Did you not see the thing that was like the viral news clip that everybody was like, what? I was today years old. And it was Disneyland has LA in it, and Disney World has ORL, like Orlando in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not see that.
That's a free one. Try dropping that at work tomorrow.
See,
And then
because
be
I'm
like,
not on
"What, Pat?"
TikTok, it'll be another 3 weeks before I see that on Instagram.
I don't think it was even TikTok.
Oh. Well, fuck me then.
I don't think it was even TikTok, dude. I don't know. But yeah, so we are officially Disney adults.
We're all Disney adults.
Good for
Not
us.
Robert though.
No, I like Marvel.
That's
Oh,
Disney.
that's right. That's
Okay,
Disney.
Mm-hmm.
It's Disney Plus.
I
Baby.
also like Batman too. So Disney.
There you go.
Nailed it.
Batman's
Nailed it.
not.
We're all Disney adults.
Disney.
Don't.
He's a Disney comic, right?
Don't. I hate you.
Disney.
DC. DC.
That's Disney. Short for Disney.
Respect the game, man.
And Robert, also a Disney adult, went on a Disney cruise. So
Oh shit.
that's perfect.
He was actually on
I
Disney.
think you got paid by Disney.
He was
probably,
on
too.
Disneyland because if Disney owns that cruise,
Well,
then
no, it wasn't land. He just went. We just went over this.
but the floorboards
With
of the
water.
ship. That's Disney.
No, because he was not. He was,
Area.
he was not ashore then.
What would we call that then if it's not land?
Diz Sea.
Ooh,
DC, yeah.
Disney
Yep.
adult.
Yep. On top of the sea.
Ooh, so you know what? You're basically Captain Jack Sparrow now because that's Disney.
Yep.
And you were on a boat,
Perfect.
Bobby Sparrows.
I'm Captain Barbosa.
Oh,
That's
see,
perfect.
It was right
dude.
there.
There we
How
go.
did I know?
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
Bobby
never seen
does-
the movie.
Bobby. Oh my.
Never seen the movie,
God.
but I know the reference.
Every time I hear
Barbosa was a backstabber.
every time I hear
And
about
a
Captain
mutineer.
Barbosa, I'm always like,
Oh,
fucking
well, never
Robert.
mind then.
But he had a cute
You-
little pet monkey, and we all know how big you are on pets.
You do hate pets.
I think Robert would be cool with like a pet monkey, though.
I would love Robert to have a pet monkey, but it would be too dirty for him, and he'd be like, gross.
It would like jump up on his shoulder, and he would just be like, "High five."
And you probably wouldn't teach it like cool tricks, like thievery.
Yeah, but I bet that monkey would know how to like run a board,
That would be
edit video.
That'd be sick. Like monkeys should just be like the AI thing, but like not a lot of monkeys. Just like get a pet monkey that kind of does the AI thing, but like he's your friend too.
So I think what
But
we
AI has like it's got time because I'm not chilling with AI. I don't want to chill with AI. I would chill with the monkey all the time, and then he'd just be my bro. But then I'd also be like, hey, help me edit this podcast. Make me some clips real fast. I'm gonna go eat. Now you can eat. I'll edit, and then he can smoke cigs. I wouldn't make him smoke cigs, but if he wanted to smoke cigs, I'd allow him to because it's his body, his choice. That's what I'm saying. Or her body, her choice. Either way, I don't know.
I would have boy monkey.
I would like a boy monkey, but I'm not. If you were like, I have a monkey and it's a girl monkey, I'd be like, okay, I'll
No,
take it.
actually, I think I would want a girl monkey because I feel like boy monkeys would just aggressively masturbate all the time.
That, and then also every time on Planet of the Apes, it's always a male monkey that like starts the
true.
revolution.
I think actually we should start putting Neuralinks in monkeys and
No,
chimps right now.
no.
See, and here's the thing. I knew this was
No.
gonna what you're gonna say. You're gonna be like, Planet of the Apes is gonna happen. But here's the thing. We're already this close to Skynet. So we're gonna need those apes to team up with us to combat the robots.
But then
and
there
then we
would be
form an alliance. We fight side by side.
Because they'd have the AI in them then, and then they'd be robots, but also stronger than us because they're robot monkeys, which were already stronger than us.
They'd be
so then-
robots in disguise.
Nah, I don't think so. I think they would.
That's their synths. Yeah, this is the worst situation.
No.
Definitely can't have this.
Well, or then we have that, and then it's just over faster. There's much less pain and suffering. If the monkeys combine with it, they would wipe us out in like 12 hours.
Bad. It'd be bad.
I want to see it, dude.
I don't.
Robots versus monkeys. Somebody make that film.
Yeah. How does Planet of the Apes not run it back with that?
T4, Rise of the Apes.
Verbal trademark. Verbal trademark.
Wait, hold on. There's already been way more than 4 Terminators.
Yeah.
T7?
T69. We skipped a few.
We'll make it T8, Rise of the Apes.
Rise of the Eights.
Yeah.
T-Ape.
And then we're
Yeah.
just like off to the side offering all the apes our help. And they're like, dude, you're little bitches. We don't need your help.
Yeah. Okay. Well, another thing I brought in for the Precome segment today, I don't really know where to go after that, but
It's hard to follow.
This is a new thing I want to start doing. I heard somebody talking about like, oh, I was in therapy and I was talking about this, and they were talking about how like they're helping them work through something, and I just thought like my brain wasn't like, good for you for going to therapy. My brain was like, I should find a way to like weaponize therapy. By being like, you know what, Pat? I was talking to my therapist about this actually, and it's like when you're busting my balls, it's like, you know, a lot of times people like my therapist is like, yeah, Pat's just gonna bust your balls. He's just gonna be mean to you, but like I need to get over the fact that you're just a bad person. And I need to be okay with like it's not me. It's just because you're a bad person, and just turn it around on somebody else, but like make it like the most backhanded compliment ever about the like. No, like I need to like not associate with you, not because like I don't like you, but just like I need to. I was talking to him about my therapist.
My therapist said normally people that hold that kind of opinion are just overcompensating for small genitalia, and you're probably just worried about that.
But like
Where did we
yeah,
get
that's
there
what my
from?
therapist told me that. My therapist told me that, not me. But I was talking about that in therapy.
My therapist said that most people that disagree with me are just mad because they walked in on their mom having sex when they were 14. Is that a situation you can?
You know, I
relate
was
to?
talking to my therapist about this, Pat, about how, like, yeah, it is like, yeah, okay, you do make fun of me for being a Giants fan and having hope in Daniel Jones and believing in that, and that didn't work out. But like, it's okay because like you fuck up a lot more than I do, so like it's okay.
That's actually
like it's
true in real
okay.
life. I do fuck up a lot, but also,
And I need to just
think
accept that.
I think I actually hold massive amounts of restraint for not fucking with
You
you
do.
about the Giants.
You do. No, I was
I
giving
throw jabs
examples.
every once in a
I was
while
giving
because you just have
examples.
to.
Hey, did you see Shador throwing with Malik? That was cool. Mm-hmm. I have that. That's the highlight of my.
Dion said the Giants are not going to trade out of number 1.
That was honestly, if you were like, what are the top 5 New York Giants moments this year?
It's just your 5 worst losses that are going to lead you to the number 1 overall pick.
Tommy DeVito getting to start, and they're like 3 days. We were like, hell yeah, he's back. Gabagool.
Right after Luigi.
The field goal block against the Saints that saved the tank. Mm-hmm. And the Saints blocked our field goal. We didn't win because we could have tied it, but they were
Trading Saquon could actually be on there, or letting him walk, not trading him.
letting him walk. That was preseason, but
that's pre what?
before the season.
But pre what? Season? Part of the season.
Part of the season. You're right. That Tim Boyle touchdown to Malik Neighbors on Sunday, that was
You'll
really,
always have that.
That was really cool. Didn't think I'd say Tim Boyle threw a touchdown for the Giants.
I'm pretty sure he's got like significantly more touchdowns in the NFL than he had in college, but it's only because he had like 3 in college.
I just remember he started for the Lions on a Thanksgiving game, and I had bet the Lions, and they lost. And so I was very upset.
Yeah,
so
that was a dumb bet.
I just assumed, I think they were playing like the Bears. So they went
Until
very
this year,
good.
the Lions don't win on Thanksgiving. They just
Yeah,
lose
I
all
don't
the
know.
time.
But yeah, that's 4. Tyrone Tracy nailed it.
Oh, I was going to say
He's
the 5th
really
one could just be
cool.
the last snap of the season.
But you could
Whatever it
also
is.
go. No, sacking the fuck out of Deshaun Watson was really cool.
That's a good
We
one.
had like 8 sacks against Deshaun Watson, and I was like, "We're fucking back, let's go!" And then we won another game later, and that was it. It's been 10 weeks.
Can't.
It's been a long time.
I don't want to say I can't imagine because then like next year it'll happen to the Packers, but
Never in my life have they been this bad, but it'll be fine. We're gonna get over that.
hey, you're trending towards number 1 pick right
You know,
now.
I was talking to my therapist about this, and they were like, sometimes your team just fucking sucks and no, they don't care about you, but that's okay. You have to just be able to be okay with that. And that's what I'm working through.
At least you still get to root for the big bad Yankees that get every free agent that they want. They got them all.
Not
right?
Juan Soto.
Oh, I forgot about Juan Soto,
Juan
man.
Soto.
I didn't mean to bring that up. That's a fresh wound.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
You got Max Fried, who looks like a little bitch with no beard. Did you see the picture of him yet?
I did. And then we have Devin Williams.
And
is
they
gonna
like
look funny.
they brought his like mom or girlfriend or wife or whatever a bouquet at his press conference.
What's called a classy organization. Look it up.
Yeah, that's no way in reference to how they treated Juan Soto's family like shit.
Well, he's not a Yankee, so
He didn't care about legacy,
he didn't care about legacy.
let alone the legacy of signing
It's
the richest
fine.
contract in the history of American sports. But you know,
Not worried about it. The Mets have definitely never imploded ever after signing a lot of people for a lot of money. It's never ever happened before in the history of history that the Mets have signed a bunch of people and given them a lot of money and then it didn't work out. And then sometimes in that very season they had to just get rid of those people. Definitely hasn't happened in the last 3 years or anything like that.
no,
Definitely
they'll be
hasn't.
fine. They got Stevie Moneybags. They'll be okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's all fine.
Red Wings are at least fun-ish.
1 game winning streak, baby.
There you go.
Let's go. All right.
Can't get 2 in a row if you don't
That's
get the first
exactly.
one.
I always say that. Another thing. This is a very important question. I feel like I need to ask before the Christmas Spectacular. Is Goodfellas a Christmas movie?
I mean, there are things that happen on Christmas.
I mean, does Jimmy not say, "Hey, what's up? Why are you spending all this money? You got a new fur coat? You got your wife a fur coat? What did I say? What did I say? I said, be careful. I said, stop spending money. Don't be stupid.
It was at Christmas.
It was at a Christmas party.
There's lights all over the bar. There's Christmas music playing.
I'm pretty sure was there Christmas lights in Billy Bat's scene. We don't want to spoil no spoilers, Robert.
Thank you.
Tommy DeVito kills Billy Bats And he tells me he doesn't shine shoes no more. Cut that part down for spoilers. But I think there was like Christmas lights in the bar. That might have just been an Italian bar though. But there's definitely Christmas parts of it. It's so and like the Lufthansa heist was a big part of Goodfellas. Would you say not?
Actually, not really. No.
I
love it. I love this idea. I want to do it. I want to say yes, but I'm going against everything I've said about why Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
See, that's why I'm playing.
I know that's why
card.
you did it. But here's the thing: Die Hard, it being Christmas, was a central point of the plot. In Goodfellas, it's not.
No,
but
it was just at a Christmas.
It's not true.
A terrorist attack.
No,
was the plot point.
Why was he visiting?
He just happened to be there for a Christmas party. It wasn't about Christmas.
Oh, so he was there visiting his wife for Christmas.
Well, how did Jimmy decide that a lot of people were going to start missing?
Because they were spending money. Well, they weren't supposed to.
But like, when did he first start noticing people were doing that?
Christmas.
And that started his plan, moving in action, huh?
I think it was more just because there were a bunch of fucking meatballs that couldn't stop spending money.
But that revolved around Christmas. So,
so facto, Christmas movie.
Right. I mean, Henry Hill was like, at the very end, he's trying to send him down to Florida. And that's kind of part of the whole Lufthansa thing. He was trying to make sure everybody disappeared. Henry was the last guy.
The final.
It's a Christmas movie.
If you say so.
You can't say Die Hard is and that's not. It's
I 100% can because Christmas is a major part of the plot of the movie.
That is a major part.
The entire movie takes place during Christmas.
You have the Christmas part of the movie, and then
the part, so it's not the whole movie
I would say
revolving
the
around
most
Christmas
important part,
being a central theme and
the most important part. They're saying Merry Christmas. They're playing Christmas music. I bet you if you look at the soundtrack, there's probably a Christmas song on it, so that plays.
Was there a sign on the guy hanging in the meat truck that said "Ho ho ho"? No, there was not.
No, it went right after the Christmas.
When John McClane
seasonal.
shot a guy and stole his gun, did he leave a note that said "Ho ho ho, I've got a gun now" or whatever the fuck it said?
Yes, you did. Remember it.
I remember the gist of it. I remember the cliff notes.
Not really.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. I want it to be just because I want to piss people off online.
Goodfellas is absolutely a Christmas movie, and if you say Die Hard is and Goodfellas isn't, you're just wrong. You're just wrong.
My therapist said that people like to make false equivalencies because they're just mad about their sports teams being the most depressing force in their life.
No, she didn't say that.
Oh, you thought my therapist was a woman?
Yes, I assume everybody's therapist is Dr. Melfi.
Fair enough. I actually have the guy from Scrubs that hates Dr. Cox.
Nope, just this is Dr. Melfi. Or Henry Hill's wife.
I love how the only therapists we can think of are from 20 years ago on television.
Or Karen.
My therapist, Dr. Fraser Crane.
He has a radio show. You might listen to him. Goodfellas is absolutely a Christmas movie, though. And because of that, I think we're going to throw it on the Christmas movie bracket.
That's why we're doing it. To piss people off.
That's what we're going to do.
Maybe we won't. You'll have to show up on Saturday and find out.
But, we'll put it as a low seed. But, that is one of the best movies of all time. So, one of the best movies of all time against a Christmas movie could fuck some shit up on the bracket.
We should still put it as a low seed, but not the lowest seed.
Just find one more movie and just, move it down. Put it up against, Elf in the first round. We're like, oh, fuck. Goodfellas against Elf. God damn it.
Well, we haven't figured out the seeding yet. We'll get there.
I think Grinch is one because it won last year.
Of course.
And then, I think Home Alone, Grinch, and Christmas Vacation have won it 3 times off the top of my head. I've been doing a lot of podcast prep for fucking Saturday.
Maybe we should put Red One on. It's hot in the streets.
No, remember it has to be out at least 2 years, and then we can consider it.
No, I did not remember
Christmas, our office Christmas party wasn't immediately, and then I tried to get it on, and I don't know if it's going to make the list this year.
We'll see.
We'll see. I was going to do a play-in tournament, but we have 2 days before that. So, no, we're not doing that. All right, what else did I have? That's it.
I had a couple things.
That's it.
We need to talk about the transfer portal.
And then don't let us forget Robert Felix.
Yeah. We need to talk about the transfer portal. It needs to be moved back.
Talking college football.
Army does not have a bowl game now.
Explain your 5.
Okay, so the transfer portal, for people that don't know, is now players are allowed to just move schools, which is good. They should be able to. Coaches can move whenever the fuck they want. Yeah, it's basically free agency. But they start it as soon as the season ends. So Army was supposed to play Marshall in a bowl game. Like 90% of Marshall's team entered the transfer portal. They can't field a team. Army no longer has a bowl game now.
No, Army does.
SMU.
Army does have a bowl game.
Did somebody
They're
else fill
playing
it in?
Louisiana Tech.
Oh, they did fill it in. Okay, I didn't
Doesn't even
know.
know
But either way,
facts.
Marshall had a bowl game. Now they don't because their entire team transferred.
They are not Marshall.
SMU, they are going to be in the college football playoff. Their backup quarterback will not be there because he has entered the transfer portal. They don't have a back. So if their quarterback goes on, they're on third string. In the playoffs, trying to go and win a national championship, their backup quarterback is no longer there.
That's Dallas.
Which he has to do because if he waits until after the season, their season's done, all the places that he was going to transfer to could be filled up and there's not a spot for him anymore. It needs to be moved. You can't transfer until the national championship.
Well, Sam Houston has a lot of people in the transfer portal, and they are gentlemen, and they're going to play in the bowl game because they're not a bunch of selfish pricks. So maybe have a little class.
I'm just saying
transfer portal.
it could
That's all
make
I'm
it
saying.
even more fun if we push the window back until after the national championship game. Those next 2 weeks, every day it's going to be breaking, just guys flying around, going everywhere. It's going to be madness. All the insiders online that like to get the scoops of who's going where, they're going to be working overtime.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you think your season's up? Nope, it's still going.
Now it starts now.
We got to squeeze a little more college football out of the year that way. It's just it's overwhelming now.
Well, wouldn't that be during NFL playoffs? Would you want them both happening at the same time?
Yeah, because I'm going to pay attention to the NFL. I won't really pay attention to the portals as much, but I don't want. There's just guys don't play in bowl games anymore.
I do wish
If
there
it's
was
not a playoff game, guys just don't play because it means nothing, and they transfer out and they can't play for their school.
You know how in like Jeopardy there's the daily double, or I guess in Wheel of Fortune you get the bankrupt sometimes if you spin on there. I think there should be like there's a lottery ball and it's like, all right, the 72nd person to enter the portal this year has to go on the wheel, and then you just have the wheel and it's got all of the colleges, and wherever that lands you have to go there. It's like, well, I'm sorry, unfortunately you're the 188th person to enter the transfer portal this year. You're the wheel guy. Let's go.
But what if it lands on like Bama and Bama doesn't want the guy?
No, you have to. It's a mutual thing. It's like, well,
That's
you
another-
could go to the best program, but they don't want you, or you could go to like Kennesaw State.
So like Texas State is playing North Texas in the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl, okay? Where it's in Dallas.
I would say that's like the next. That would be the next in line to be a BCS bowl if those were still a thing.
And it's in Dallas.
After
We're
the
already having to
RNL
play in hostile
carriers.
territory. Our backup and our third string quarterbacks have already transferred out, and our starting running back. So if our quarterback goes down, we don't even have a quarterback on the roster to play.
I think our quarterback is transfer portal, but he's playing, so he's a gentleman. Have some class.
Well, maybe ours are playing. I don't
Class.
know. I just saw
Pass
they were
it on.
transferring, and I assumed they're not.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't like guys not being in bowl games because now bowl games just don't mean anything anymore. It used to be fun. Now I want to gamble on a game, and I realize, the one player that I know on their team isn't even there anymore.
yeah. They got me against Memphis
yesterday.
Almost fucking covered. Missed a field goal at the end. But anyways,
But yeah, so the
transfer
transfer
portal.
portal, they need to work on this. I know everything in college football is up in the air right now. There's a lot of moving parts. We gotta figure this out soon
All right.
because it's getting out of hand. The other thing I had, there's a Lifetime or Hallmark movie that's out right now.
Okay.
It's hot in the streets, and by the streets I mean the internet. It is a fake mock-up of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's romance. They don't use the names, but they do use the actor that played Gronk in the Hernandez TV show. And from what I've heard, it's one of the worst movies ever made. I kind of want to watch it so badly
Do
right
it
now.
I want you to watch it, and I want you to review it for us.
I'm excited. It looks like, and I do not watch Hallmark movies. I mean, I'm a dude. That should be the end of the explanation needed right there.
Guys can watch.
But we don't.
I was
We
talking to
don't
my
watch
therapist about this actually, about like, dude, it's okay to like watch Hallmark movies as long as you say like you were with a girl or something. And it's like, I was at some chick's house, just finished banging.
Yeah, but
her.
I'll be watching it alone on my couch
Yeah, no, but you just
with
lie.
a bottle of
You're like,
whiskey. It doesn't get any sadder.
I
than
was
that.
just banging some chick and she had this Hallmark movie on, and I was like, hell, just got my dick wet. I'll watch this. I'll watch this. So watch this dumb shit.
If you haven't seen the trailer for it, you need to look it up. It
All
looks
right, I'll
like
watch it.
It looks like the worst fucking movie of all time. But I also kind of want to hear that Taylor Swift in like 3 months is suing them for stealing her life story. That would be fun.
But just say it's loosely based.
No, it's
And then get away with
a
anything.
football player that starts dating the biggest pop star on the planet Wonder where they got the idea from that one.
Could be anybody.
But I think
Russell
I'm
Wilson,
worried,
maybe?
I'm a little worried that I'm going to watch this
And love it.
and then I'm going to get really into Hallmark movies.
I remember
They're all Christmas themed. I don't know why, but they all are.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Love, Huge Tits?
No, Jennifer Lopez did a movie with Owen Wilson called "Marry Me," and it was really corny. And I liked the song that they did on it on the ads, and I was like, I'll watch it. And it was really bad. And I was like, I watched an hour and a half of that. I'm man enough to admit it. My therapist told me I could after I was banging some chick, and I was just like, fuck, she's got this shit on. Hell. So that was my wife too. Probably I would imagine I should cover that. But I was like, so she's got this shit on. Hell, I'll just watch it. And I did.
But you were with a woman, so it was acceptable.
Yeah, that's true. That's all you could do. Just say that, and then it's like,
Oh, yeah, I mean, I
Nobody
lie
said-
enough as is. I might as well
just
just
do
keep
that.
it going.
Just do that. We have not done this in about a month because we keep forgetting. But we're gonna do some Robert Felines.
Let's do it.
Bobby Felines. All right. If you are new here, Robert Felines are Robert Feline is like the what's the legal name for Bobcat. If you were like, what is the proper name for Bobcat? It would be Robert Feline. We basically give you a code name for another name. We give you the category, and you try and decipher the code and tell us what the word is. Like Robert Feline, Bobcat. I can go first because I have quite a few. This one is a Christmas decoration. Man window.
See, I'm all out of practice right now. I got to get the juices flowing again. Man window. Okay.
Man window.
Guy glass. Damn it. This is really, see, this is where we fucked up. We shouldn't have gone weeks without this.
Yep. But it keeps us on.
Should have
toes.
started off with an easy one.
I'm
Yeah.
just thinking of anything. Tinsel.
Yeah,
That's what-
tinsel.
See, no, that's what I was thinking was tinsel. I was trying to come up with one in my head for that, but how is that man window?
10-man windowsill.
Oh, you fucker. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. Okay, see, I wasn't thinking that, outside the box.
That one wasn't that. That one, yeah, okay. I can understand why you would be upset over that one. Let me go with, this is a cartoon character. Daffodil Mallard.
Daffy Duck.
Yeah. All right. This is a type of jacket. Farter.
Starter.
No.
Oh, okay.
Farter.
Puffer. Puffer jacket.
No.
Bomber jacket.
No.
I don't know.
Windbreaker.
Oh, that's good.
Windbreaker.
I got a movie.
Okay.
Behind but up ahead.
Behind.
This is more of like just a riddle.
So not a Robert Feline,
I
really.
mean, kind of.
I don't know.
Back to the Future.
Oh, okay. I should have just thought.
There's
He's,
a poster in the corner. I thought of that one a couple minutes ago.
all right. What else you got?
All right, I got another movie. Deceased Stiffly. Deceased Stiffly. It's a Christmas movie.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Yeah. All right. Maybe this is why we only do Robert Felines every
Fuck
month.
you. Those are great.
Okay, let me go with this is something you'd find in a store. De Niro Sign Up.
De Niro Sign Up. Robert Sheets. Something you find in a store. Bob Sheet.
De Niro Sign Up.
Getting no help over here from Bobby.
I'm thinking like ATM, like machine, money.
You're not wrong all
Find
the
it
way.
in a store. Cash register?
Yep.
Cash register.
Sign up, register.
Okay.
De Niro Sign Up.
I got there.
There we go. There we go. All right. What else? Is that it? You had?
That's it. That's
okay.
it.
That's Robert Felines. Nailed it.
Bring some, when we do the question, if you guys have some Robert Felines, just bring them and you can ask them during the question segment on Saturday.
Yeah.
See if we can get them.
Make sure they're good ones.
Yeah.
Make sure they're good
Make
ones.
it good or we'll boo you.
And then what else? I think it was Jordan Welch had asked me. He reached out and he was like, "What if anybody in the building gets the random celebrity at the end?" And I was like, "I will give them a fruitcake. I will bring.
I think that's fair.
I will bring a fruitcake, and that will be your reward."
I like that.
There you go, bud.
I'll get so fucking mad
You
if
can hang
somebody
on
else
to
gets
it.
it and it's not me.
That would be really funny.
I'll be so mad.
I was trying to think of a way we could do it because, like, I'm not just gonna have you shout out all of it, but we are going to give you the cards for the voting for the Christmas movie bracket. We're gonna give you the red and the green cards. Give us one of the cards, but you have to write your name on one side and then fold it, and the celebrity will be on the inside. And then if you get it, then we'll verify it there. But like we'll make you like either give it to Robert or bring it up to the table. Then we'll do it, and then we'll wrap it up. No one's gonna get it. It's happened twice, ever, but it'd be fucking electric if it happened live. And then also really funny if it wasn't Pat.
It's not gonna be me.
It'd be really funny if it wasn't Pat.
This will torture me till my end of days.
So those are Robert Felines. Let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment. Brought to you by, we already talked about it, but it's the 11th annual Christmas Spooktacular. Ooh. The Spooktacular, the Pastor Gravy's Christmas Spooktacular going on this Saturday, December 21st at Kobo's Q downtown, 2012 Rusk Street. So it's going to be pretty packed. The whole downtown area. Come over and get there early. The street parking, you want to be careful. Make sure you get enough parking. You'll be fine, but get there earlier so you can get the better parking. And it'll be fine. But get there early. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And the SMU game starts at 11. Texans start at noon. We'll go on at 1:30, which is about halftime of the Texans game. We're gonna have our special guest. We've already teased and said it was Rosie because it's Rosie. We'll have them on. We'll talk to Kobo. We'll do the movie bracket after we're done. Rosie will play a couple of acoustic songs. Then we'll finish the Texans game if that's still going on. We'll watch the UT game that starts at 3. It's going to be awesome. I'm planning on just hanging out, making a day of it. We're going to have the best food in town at Kobo's Q. It'll be our last time doing it at this location. I'm really, really excited to hang with you guys and gals. This is the first time we haven't done it at the brewery that used to sponsor us that we will not name right now in forever. This is the third location of the Spooktacular ever. Like besides my apartment, which is like the original Spooktaculars, but that wasn't like a live broadcast or anything. So shout out to the Spooktacular. Make sure to bring your friends, all ages. It's all ages welcome. There have been kids that have said "fuck you" to Pat, so it's always been all
bastards.
ages. My daughter's gonna be there. Her first podcast appearance.
I'll finally get to meet your daughter.
You did meet her one time before. We did a podcast at my house.
Oh, that's right. I did. I forgot about that.
Wow.
My brain does not hold any information that is useful at all.
You know, my therapist was telling me about this, where I was like,
I'll finally get to meet your daughter again.
My friend Pat just like doesn't even act like he knows about my daughter. And she was like, you know what? There's a lot of people that are just jealous. And so Pat might just be jealous. And I was like, that's okay. I just have to be like, I have to be able to get over that. So that's I was talking to my therapist about that. But yeah, the 11th annual Pass the Gravy Christmas Spooktacular and 2024 Gravies Awards. If you haven't checked out the Gravies nominees, go back to last week's episode. Fast forward to that because we did do the nominations and it was a lot of them. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have 6 regular gravies to give away. We're going to have more like 5 or 6 auxiliary gravies to give away. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to hanging out with you guys and gals. This is one of my favorite things that I get to do every single year. So the 11th annual Pass the Gravy Christmas Spooktacular going on this Saturday, December 21st at Kobo's Q downtown, 2012 Rusk Street. Get there early. They're like the kickoff at 11. You can be there at 11. Start munching on some food, hanging out with us. We'll be setting up. And again, shout out to David Obert, who's going to engineer for us, and then also Kobo for having us. But this Christmas Spectacular this Saturday, December 21st, 2012 Rusk Street in Houston. We'll see you there. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. Our first Comeback Kid is Christmas parties. We're going to have our Christmas party this Saturday, but company Christmas parties are happening. And I don't think a lot of people that I know went to their company Christmas parties. My brother was just like, I didn't go. not doing that. All the bosses came in. They were like, we're doing it on a Wednesday because they didn't want to do it the day they flew out, or they didn't have to spend a weekend to fly in and stuff. I was like, I would definitely not go to one on Wednesday. I record podcasts that day. Ours, Robert, got moved to January. Hey, Christmas in January.
I think that's actually probably a better way to do it. There's so much going on during December.
1 year it got moved to February.
Yeah.
I think it
Well, it got moved to January, and then it got moved to February.
See, that's too far.
I think it morphed into like a Mardi Gras thing.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
like, we
you could
just
do
don't
it
have to
like-
have a party at this point. We could just not do it.
Like if people have a couple days off, you know, maybe at the end of like the first week you guys are back in whatever office you have in January, I think that would be a good time to do it. Like, listen, we had an easy week back in. Here's a party celebrating. We don't want to have, because everyone already has so many parties to go to in
It's like
December. That's why
Thursdays-
nobody goes to their office.
Thursdays are like the ideal day because it's like still the work week, and you do it like one of the last Thursdays. I guess unless you got to go out of town, but it's like you can still hang out. Then you just kind of like do the last, like, what's up? That was cool. And then have 1 day work and then go on. Like Fridays, you're like, well, like I want the weekend, so I don't want to do this. Even though you can go busy, you can go big on those days. But I think like Thursday is a pretty ideal day for a Christmas party. Saturday, ideally, is probably the best day if you really think about it. But that's for podcast Christmas parties specifically.
No, yeah, nobody wants to go into work on Saturday.
That's also an award show, so it's Christmas party / award show.
It's everything.
It's a little bit of everything. It's a chameleon.
I think that would be dope though. Like early January office Christmas party, that'd be sick.
Do y'all do a Christmas party at the restaurant?
They did one year. Not anymore after that. Unfortunately, well, I mean, it wasn't like anything bad. It was just nobody wants to clean up, and then you have to make sure the restaurant's ready to be open the next day. So it's just kind of a pain in the ass to do. They did it when we were having our spooktacular, so I didn't get to go the one time we did it. People hooked up. I missed it all.
Oh, shit.
Just got to hear about it later
Yeah,
on.
but you had to spooktacular it.
Someone was throwing up in the bathroom.
It's always good when you do that at work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a bunch of fucking restaurant
It's true.
workers.
It's different.
Someone
It's
was probably
different.
going to throw up that day anyway. We're all a bunch of degenerates. But yeah, I like in my head, I've always been like, man, it would be so dope to go. But if I worked in an office and they had one, I'd be like, I don't want to fucking go to that.
Yeah.
I don't want to go drink with all the people I work with. I
guess
don't
if
do
you
that
like
now.
the people you work with, it's different. So
I mean, I
that's
like
true.
the people I
do
work with.
too.
I don't see any of them outside of work ever, though.
Yeah. I
They're
don't know.
work
I'll
friends.
I'll see
not
Rod and
real
stuff
life
outside of
friends.
work, but not always. Not always.
You also have like a particular job where you guys.
He's like, come over, let's drink. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and there's also work events that are outside of work for you
Yeah.
that like aren't really work, so you guys can drink during like the golf
That's
tournaments and stuff
I'm
like
working
that.
so hard those days. Dude.
Yeah, so hard.
It's actually
man.
like one of the hardest days of the year.
Yeah, you're never just hammered drunk when we go to those.
Not me.
No,
Not me.
professional.
Okay, so Christmas parties are back. Also back this week. Drones, dude. Drones are back, bro.
They're lying to us so badly.
They're flying in the sky.
Like, we don't know what they are. Then everyone starts claiming what they are online, and the government was like, actually, we do know. It's just private citizens with their drones.
I do love though that what happened is them they're like, we don't know, there's nothing to be concerned about, and then everybody's like, they get paranoid, so then they're like, I also saw things. I had no things for flying. Now I see more things.
We don't know what they are, but you're not allowed to shoot at them. Be like, well, if it doesn't belong to the government, why do you give a shit?
How you know I shot at it?
Someone flies a drone over my house. You're going to really just fly a bunch of drones over a bunch of Italians in New Jersey and tell them they're not allowed to take things into their own hands?
Yeah, pal.
Come on.
And like they're gonna listen to the law.
In Jersey? I don't know if you know this about Jersey. It's a lawless state.
People go missing there. People go missing around the Pine Barrens.
I mean, some of those drones were big enough to pick up Chris Christie.
They were car sized. They said, I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna guess it's aliens. Just guess it's aliens because like why not?
Good aliens fighting off the bad aliens.
That's what I've
heard
also
that
seen.
online. I don't know. I feel like aliens wouldn't be using drones.
I do wish that I was not banned on Nextdoor because I would love to buy a drone and just fly it over the neighborhoods.
Just
around,
log in,
like,
make
at
yourself
night.
like a New Jersey next door
Just-
account.
Yeah. No, but I want to like participate, just like get it going in like Texas too. Like now they're here, they've come here too, and it's like it's a fucking drone. And now like people know that they are trolling by just putting their own drones out there. So now more people are like, it's a drone. It's like there's a difference in it being a drone and then being like, what the fuck? That looks like a spaceship.
You flew too close to the sun on next door a long time ago, and now you
did.
don't get to anymore.
Fucking miss
Real Icarus situation you got
It really
going on.
was. It really was. And it's like, they want my information. I'm not going to give you my real info. This isn't, I don't want to. No.
Make a new one, bobbyboats@gmail.com.
Bobby, just use his info. Hey, Robert, I just sent you a 2-factor verification code. Could you let me know what it is? He's like, what? Why? Don't. It's
better you
nothing.
don't
It's
know.
not for anything. Why do I need to? What do I need to verify? Nothing.
Bobby, I need your email address. I'm gonna hurt some people, and you can never ask me about it again. Not physically. I'm just gonna hurt them emotionally.
But Robert, what are your thoughts on the drones? Who do you think it is? Is it Russia? Is it China? Is it Ukraine? Is it our government? Is it aliens?
I don't know. I don't think it's anything like nefarious.
That's a big word.
Like anything bad about that.
No, you have to stick with nefarious now.
I have a theory.
Is it a nefarious theory?
I think it's a foreign government, but it's not any of the ones people are thinking of. It's got to be somewhere.
Jamaica.
Nope. You got to remember, this is in New Jersey. What other countries are close to New Jersey? We got Canada. They're not going to do it. It's hockey season. They're busy. Greenland. I think Greenland's fucking with us.
I could do it.
I think
could see that.
I think the government of Greenland is bored, and they just want to play a joke on America right now. Because what else they got going on? Up there?
Yeah.
It's ice. It's cold. They got some golf courses that I've heard are really pretty. But like, I think there's drones flying in from Reykjavik.
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 That's
Respect the
Iceland.
country.
Yeah, that's Iceland. You said Greenland.
Oh yeah, I meant Iceland. No,
Fucking dude, what do you? Have you not watched Mighty Ducks too?
Greenland.
Greenland is covered in ice.
Greenland's-
Iceland is covered in green, dude.
Yeah, I thought Greenland was the big one, right?
I don't know which is.
Yeah,
bigger.
Greenland's
I know
the
that,
big. No, I was saying it right the whole time. Oh, sorry. Reykjavik is the capital of Iceland, though. I'm talking about
fucking-
Greenland, though.
This guy, like, he knows geology.
See, I was doing
Get the
so
fuck outta
well.
here.
I was doing so well
Like,
for a minute
you
there,
fucking think you know geology.
and then I fucked up the geology of it.
Shout out Mighty Ducks too. I always will know that because of that chick that Coach Bombay was banging.
But yeah, I think it's Greenland. I think Greenland's sending down drones to fuck with us. They're the only ones close enough.
That's a good theory.
And because who would ever question Greenland?
Yeah.
Who would expect that? They're not.
What's
they're not an
Greenland up
adversary.
to?
We probably have some trade agreements with them. They're probably in NATO. They're in the North Atlantic.
They're in Grado. The Greenland American Trade Organization.
There you go.
There we go.
Nailed it.
Operative.
Yeah, I think we need to look into Greenland.
All right, I'm on board with that.
Like I said, nothing nefarious. I think they seem like they enjoy comedy.
Yeah,
They're just a bunch of jokesters up there.
but definitely, like, when you want to not freak out, a lot of people, even if it's the case, you can't just be like, yeah, nothing to be concerned about. Don't worry about it, because that's just gonna do the opposite.
Yeah.
And that's that's what it was. Just you lie and you say like, no, we were running some experiments. We were testing out some stuff on some mini planes, and this is what it was. Just
Because even
lie.
if the government knew and they said it's Greenland, nobody's going to believe that Greenland's flying drones at us.
or you're just gonna set the conspiracy theorists off and like their own thing, and then they'll be busy doing that instead of talking about Greenland.
So respect Greenland. I
Yeah.
see what you're doing out there.
If you
It's
fucking
funny.
drone want to come by me, you're
Like,
done.
we're going to fuck with all the Italians.
Is that what they sound like in
I don't know.
Greenland?
I tried to keep it vague
Sounded
enough
Swedish?
and fast enough. See, yeah, anything,
Swedish, German?
anything that high up in the world, it's got to have that like slightly Swedish accent to it.
But I would think they'd be more Canadian.
Because like
maybe.
Vikings went over into Greenland, the accent had to go with them, right?
True. Before settling eventually in Minnesota.
Yeah, they kept going because
Yeah.
like, why the fuck would they stay in Greenland? Some of them did. The real ones
There's a
were
lot of
like, dude,
ice.
someday there's gonna be a dope sport that's gonna be named after us. We got to get in on this.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Yep. All right. So drones are back. Vikings too. And then the Vikings are back because they wore those stupid white helmets. Like, don't
They look sick. Like, what? Don't
make
fuck
the
with
horn
the
look
iconic
cool.
helmet.
Make the
but-
horn look cool. The horn didn't look cool enough.
I mean, just the white on white is a
White
cool
on white
jersey
rocks,
combo.
but like the horn could have been more. They could just look like they had a white helmet on. Like all white helmet. I don't know.
I mean, they're gonna flame out in the playoffs anyway. They suck.
I don't know. Anybody but the Eagles. Also back this week, cruises. Bobby jokes. Bobby boats. How was it, pal? Give us Bobby vacay. How is it that now you're a landman after being a seaman for nearly a week?
Yeah, I was on the ship 4 days, Thursday to Sunday. It was a good time. I'll get to a not cool about it later, but overall, it was a good time. First, second cruise that I've gone on. They're both Disney cruise, and they're both because of work. I feel weird saying that. Like, I feel like
That's kind of a cool flex, though.
It was forced vacation. They
I
saw
got
he was working
paid.
too hard around here.
I got paid to go on a cruise.
yeah, it was actually I think busier this time, like work wise, than last time. Like the main days for work are Friday and Saturday.
Was it like all day you had to work, or was it just like here's a couple hours?
No, practically all day. Yeah, like 8 a.m. to maybe 3 or 4.
Oh damn!
Yeah. Like there's a lot of like interviews and just things to capture, like areas to look at. But it's a good time. I don't get seasick,
Yeah,
so it doesn't affect me. But definitely, like when I got back on land, I felt like there's still a little wavy, like for
you had your sea legs on you.
like 2 days or so, mostly gone.
That's what's up.
If you ever miss that feeling, you can probably just have like 2 Mike's Hard Lemonades and you'll be right back at it.
Did you see Mickey?
I did.
How was he? How
saw
was the mouse
Mickey.
doing?
I saw Minnie. There was a Donald Duck was there. Chip and Dale.
Nice.
Yeah, they were there. Aladdin and Jasmine were there as well.
Was it like a media cruise where it was like a promotional one, or was it like real cruisers also on there too?
It was like a media one. I didn't.
Was
even,
everybody media people pretty much? And then like that's always fun because then people brag about stuff, and you're like, I want to listen to this guy's story.
Yeah, I didn't really get to talk to like a lot of other media people, but there were a lot of media people there. 'Cause I think like it has the treasure. That's what the ship is called. It has the maiden voyage, like the 21st, so in a few days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this was like a preview sailing, and
You
people
kind of got in before the what is the when the king fucks the
Prima Noctra?
you prima nocted the maiden voyage. Hell yeah, dude.
That's the kind of shit I remember.
Nice, dude. I knew Pat. I like that. I knew that. No chance Pat doesn't know what that is.
Yeah.
Continue.
Just
I'm
can't
sorry.
wait to be king. Disney. It was a Disney
Classic
thing I was
Disney
saying.
reference. Classic Disney reference.
So yeah, someone pointed it out that there was actually more adults than kids on the ship, and I hadn't really noticed. Because I don't pay attention to kids, but like oh yeah, like, I guess that there really is just more adults here, and like maybe that's why like it's such a much better experience.
Yeah.
Not a bunch of like kids running around.
The rooms are pretty sweet though.
Rooms are pretty sweet. Yeah,
You get room service. You probably don't get room service.
I
You
don't
go
get room
places.
service. Yeah.
What was your like go to? I was a pizza guy. Like they always had the pizza all day, and then they had the little ice cream thing. Usually, right now, the Royal Caribbean one I went to, it was like the little ice cream cone thing, self-serve, soft serve, and I'd be like, ice cream and pizza, done. I had ice cream pizza every day, multiple times.
My buddy in my group chat keeps trying to get all of us to plan a cruise together to go on, but the problem I have with it is the only time I see anything about cruises online, it's like when cruise ships go viral.
Yeah,
And it looks like the worst experience you've ever seen in your fucking life.
but if you're drunk the whole time,
I don't know. It just still.
then you might not care. But then if something bad happens, they don't serve alcohol because then people get rowdy, which I understand the logic of that. But you
But
saw
that's
some
the whole point
shows. You
of
saw
the
some
cruise.
Disney shows though.
Yeah. So Disney cruises are the only ones I've been on. So I don't know how like other cruises do it, but like Disney, they'll have they have multiple theaters where they play. They'll have the shows. They'll do some exclusives. They have like a movie theater on board too, where they'll play movies that are currently in theaters. So I think now what's in theaters now?
Did you see Gladiator 2?
Moana 2?
Moana 2. No, a lot of Disney movies. Not just
Say, I wanna see-
Gladiator.
I
I
wanna
want to see
see
Gladiator
Moana
2
too.
so bad. Just let me rent it. I'm not going to go watch it in the theater. Just fucking let me rent it. I'll pay $25. Fucking do it.
I'm going to show up to his house, but I got a bootleg copy of Gladiator 2 for you, and it's going to be Moana 2.
I still watch it.
Fuck, dude, I'm jacked up for
I've
that.
never
so you,
watched
you saw Moana
but
2?
I'm in.
I didn't see Moana 2, but I did see like the play version of Moana, which was like a premiere. Like it hasn't been shown anywhere else.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so that'll be like, are they going to rotate that on the ship, or is it?
Yeah, I think they rotate it, and they have different like also dining experiences based on different ships. Like on this one, like the main one was a Coco themed. On the other cruise that I went to, it was Frozen themed.
Oh,
So like they have different like dining experiences like that too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So like this one had a lot of like
Chocolate.
I was gonna say like tacos and stuff, and the frozen one was probably just like ice cream.
It was all that you can only order ice cream.
only ice cream.
Ice cream and popsicles.
Cold
That's all we're
soups.
serving. Gazpacho. So hold on, I have a question about the Moana play. Then,
Yeah.
did they just have a dude playing the chicken, or how did they do the chicken from Moana?
They didn't do the chicken.
Hey, you can't do a Moana play and not have the chicken.
I'm not watched Moana,
Yeah,
but that
chicken.
seems like the best part of it.
The chicken's pretty great, dude.
I drew the chicken.
Oh, nice.
They had they have like a lot of activities for people to do. One of them was like draw the chicken. I'm like, let's go do that. But this play was like, it was like a very condensed Moana. I don't know how long the movie is, but this play was an hour long.
That's solid.
And they got like actual Broadway stars on there, on the ship playing these things. I
Kristen Chenoweth. I know she does Broadway. That's the only
Okay.
person I know.
Probably not that. No, probably not like A-list
Yeah.
stars,
Okay. I was just asking.
but like other Broadway people. I think they had like 3 or so of them. Not every single one of them was. But I think
5
they had, like,
extras from the Book of Mormon.
Did it make you think at any point, like, I could just, if I had a boat, I could just get on the open sea and never go back? Do you think that at all during the week that you were gone?
No, not at all. Because like our rooms, they face the ocean, and just looking out there, like there's nothing out there.
Like, when you're like, can you imagine falling off?
Yeah,
And just like, goodbye.
I had that thought multiple times.
That's it.
Did they ever play any Blue October, or do they try and stay away from that on cruise ships?
Linkin Park band. Nirvana, no.
Well, that sounded like fun,
That
Bobby.
does sound like
I'm
fun.
happy for you. You needed it. You deserved it. You look refreshed.
What'd you do on where'd y'all go for your excursion?
They have Disney has an island, Castaway Key,
a
in
cool
the
name.
Bahamas.
How was that?
That was a good time too. Like this time it was a little bit more rainy, so
Yeah.
you can't like really go like into the water. But we went on a bike ride and had some good food on the island. They have some shops there too.
That's cool.
Good time.
Did you bring us anything?
I did not bring you guys anything. I actually had to leave things behind because like it was a media cruise, so like they would drop things off in our rooms. Like after dinner, we would like come back and like, oh, we have these gifts now, and like they had a Mickey doll and like this headband with ears and other things. I'm like, we can't fit this in our suitcase because we just brought carry-ons. We
You
didn't-
could have
Oh,
could
yeah.
have worn the ears.
They were never gonna get worn again.
I would have worn the ears. You could give them to me. Fuck. You were sick going on to the cruise, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was not pleasant. That's what part of my not cool is. And I'll
Okay.
get
All
to
right.
that.
We'll get to that then.
And the fresh air really helped clear you up.
Yeah. The sea air, salty air. Am I right? Okay. Cruise is back. And then I forgot I put this. Throwing rocks. Throwing rocks is back because on Sunday I was walking my dog before I went and just drank my Sunday away watching the Giants. Sadly, I was walking my dog and it had rained and there was a puddle and I watched this dude veer into the puddle to splash us, and then I ran after his car and I grabbed a rock and I nailed it. It didn't break anything. I was hoping I would bust his back window, but like I didn't know my plan after that. But like I just like was like I saw red, like fuck you, dude, fuck you, and then I looked down, grabbed the rock, and just hurled that bitch. I was like Henry Rowan Gardner in fucking Rookie of the Year. Like that was the greatest throw of my life.
Nice
Did you
Disney
get splashed?
reference.
Ever. I did. I
get
was soaked. And like the guy was in the opposite lane, veered into like you could be in that lane and not go all the way to the right side and splash, and he veered into that, was looking at me when he did it, and I was just like, okay,
Oh, that's
okay.
game on,
Yeah.
And then I was like, what if I just busted? How fucking funny would that be? Because then like, what do I do? Like, I don't know.
Run.
Well, yeah, I would run, but like, I run. He's in a car. I'm on foot. I know how to like. I'd go the back way into my apartments. He wouldn't fucking figure it out. And then it'd be funny if he confronted me like, I'm not paying for that. You fucking splashed me.
I'll just be like,
Do you have any witnesses? Nope.
do you have a dash cam that was facing backwards that caught me throwing a rock at your car? I didn't do that.
Nope. Didn't do it. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes there's consequences to actions, and
Maybe another
that fell.
car kicked up a rock and it smashed your window. It's happened to me before.
Or they could have veered over there, yeah, and just hit that rock and just happened to get you. Like, you got me. That sucks. But I don't know. That felt like it was like he definitely won that battle because I got splashed and I got wet and had to wash my dog and stuff like that. But like, also, by the way, shout out Wheezy. It's her birthday today.
Shout out Weezers.
But I felt like when he splashed me, I was like, fuck you. And like, usually there's nothing you can do in that situation. And I looked down and there was a rock. And it wasn't a small rock. It wasn't a huge rock, but it was a good rock for throwing. And I hurled that bitch and it fucking connected. It just didn't break windows, which would have been ideal.
Maybe you put a good chip in there.
And I'd like to think that like for a second he was like, oh fuck, did that motherfucker? Because then he didn't know if I had more rocks. So for a couple of seconds he was like, oh shit.
Is that Joe Montana back there? That was a hell of a throw.
Yeah, what if he got stuck in traffic right then too? That would have been funnier if they key his car.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, or if I had a knife on me, it didn't have a knife on me. But if I had a knife on me, pop 2 of his tires. But what now, bitch?
Can't splash anybody else again.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Splash this.
He gets out of the car. Wheezy just goes, "Arr."
Yeah. Or I smash the driver's window out and it gets glass all over. Like, you like getting splashed? Didn't think so, pussy.
Water turns into glass.
Yeah. Sand does too.
There's glass on beaches everywhere in the world. Don't tell me it's sand, it's water.
Yep. Both. It's both. But
I mean, ice is technically just glass, water glass.
But I hadn't thrown a rock in a minute. And it was like,
Still got it.
Still, dude, the Yankees might want to look at me. Yankees might want to look at me, dude. I'm not saying I'd start. I could be a bullpen option.
Yeah.
I could be a bullpen option when you got some guys injured. I can fill in a little bit. I could burn a couple innings.
Now that you guys didn't sign Soto, you got a few extra shekels to throw around. They could probably
You know what? I would do it for league minimum if there's such a thing.
Yeah, you definitely would have to be playing for
I would do it for league minimum because I'd be like, give them the money you would normally give me, give that to somebody else.
I just got sad thinking about baseball. We'll get to that later.
But yeah, throwing rocks back, dudes. Just grab a rock. Next time you see a rock, just grab it and chuck it. Not at somebody unless they deserve it.
Throw it at a tree. The
But just
sound you
throw
make
it-
when
yeah.
you hit a tree like square with a rock.
Yeah.
So good.
But yeah, I still got it. So athlete. Oh, I don't know. I mean, if we hadn't done nominations, I could have been nominated for athlete of the year.
Rock thrower of the year.
Athlete of the year. Threw a rock and nailed a car.
Honorable mention.
This guy seems like an asshole. Yeah, don't forget to mention me as an honorable
Yeah.
mention on Saturday. I can't do it because then I look conceited. You have to do it.
Don't forget to remind me to nominate
Alex is an honorable mention. I'm like, thanks, Pat. All right, that was our comeback kid segment. We'll tell you what's not cool right after this. What is cool is college bowl season. What's even cooler is the Texas Bowl, college football returning to Houston. The New Year's Eve game at 2:30. The Baylor Bears and the LSU Tigers will be battling it out on the gridiron of NRG Stadium for the 2024 Kinder's Texas Bowl. Tickets are on sale now. It's Baylor University, LSU, New Year's Eve at NRG Stadium. What more could you ask for to close out an unforgettable year like 2024? Are you ready for football and fireworks? I know I am. I know Pat is. I know Robert is. Head over to kinderstexasbowl.com right now for tickets, suites, group opportunities, and more. These tickets are going fast, so do it soon. Do not miss this. Visit kinderstexasbowl.com. kinderstexasbowl.com.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, if you would like to submit your Not Cool, hit us up on Twitter at PassYourAPod. Use the hashtag PTGNotCool. Attach that to your gripe. Give us like 3-4 sentences at max. Try and simplify it so it's easy for us to read quickly. And then we'll pick some of the best ones for each week because we recorded early last week. We didn't really do any listener ones, so I have quite a few that you guys and gals sent me this week at PassYourAPod, hashtag PTG Not Cool. That's how we will see your Not Cools. This is from Alexis Garcia at AlexisTexas_ on Twitter. And she says her Not Cool is tripping, falling, and rolling off the treadmill in front of everyone at the gym this morning. That's a good Not Cool.
That's a rough one. But at least think of it this way. You made everybody else's day better. Because they all got to go home back, dude.
Somebody told that story. You were the highlight of somebody else's day. And now looking back, I bet you laugh because that's funny. Hopefully you weren't injured, but that is a solid Not Cool to start us off
That's
with,
a
Alexis.
great Not Cool.
Very good Not Cool. David Ruiz at David_Ruiz 90. He's a Gravies nominee. He says his not cool is not being able to exit my apartment complex this morning. The exit gate was not working, so I had to go put the entry code on the entrance gate, run back to my car, and exit before the gate closed. I've had that shit happen before. Or like if the apartments lose power, you're like, gate doesn't open. Now what? Well, I still have to go to work, so I'm gonna drive through the gate if we don't open it, or I'm not gonna Uber. You guys been pay for my Uber? Like, I've had situations like that. That does suck. Anytime like your morning commute is disrupted by anything, like I have my coffee. This is where I put my coffee in my cup or or my cup holder. I'm listening to whatever I'm listening to that I'm listening to the Rod Ryan show in the mornings or Passing Away podcast in the mornings. I'm ready to go to work. Fuck. Something changed. Now I can't do what I was ready to do.
The last thing I want to do in the morning on the way to work is an agility test.
Yeah. But, I mean, David, athlete. Alexis, maybe
Confirmed.
not. But she knows she is an athlete. She's working out.
Mm-hmm.
Athletes work out.
I mean, yeah.
Me,
You
Alexis,
fell running down.
David,
Fell
not
running down.
honorable mentions for Athlete of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
All right? All three of us. T's and P's, David, but I'm hoping it's working now, and I'm glad you were able to figure out a way around it. There's nothing worse than be like, I'm just going to have to Uber today.
I feel like you're in a video game having to solve a puzzle to get through the gate. To
Yeah,
the
is this
next
an
area.
escape room? God damn it.
Pretty sure I did that exact thing in Indiana Jones the other night.
I remember the day that it happened at my apartments. It was there was like the power was out, and I was like, I'm like the lady eventually came down and was like helping people, but it was very early in the morning, and I was like, I mean, if I have to run through this, like I have to work to pay to live here, so like that's on you guys that you didn't leave this open. I know it's not your fault the power went. I'm like, what am I supposed to do, dude?
If you allow me to, I will unhook the gate.
I can make sure, yeah, I won't put it back. It's not going to be fixable unless you hire someone else to get another gate, but try this. Okay, so that was David Ruiz is not cooler. Next one is from Josh Tree. Josh Tree Cottle at Joshua Tree 713. He says, his not cool is the used car dealership I went to sold me an Expedition. I traded in my truck for it, but it had a lien on the title somewhere else. They repoed it last night, so I'm fucked and waiting to talk to the credit union to tell me what's going on. I need to sue.
Yeah,
What
that
the-
sucks. How were they able to sell the car while it had a lien on it?
Pretty sure that's illegal.
It's super illegal. That car dealership is going to owe you a new car.
I get 2 new cars.
Like I bet whatever lawyer he calls has to just be like seeing like cartoon money signs flying through the air, like, oh, this one's going to be a layup.
You know, we could probably hook you up with Francis Vicente Ocho and Associates. They'll get the job done.
Could do.
Be a real shame if anything would have happened at that dealership.
We had a
lot of those
Christmas-
cars could go up in flames.
We had a Christmas happy hour
what are you
of
gonna do with
some
no inventory?
lawyers at the restaurant yesterday. Maybe rhymes with Schmary Schmyant. Terry Bryant.
I was like, okay. I was getting there.
Super nice guy, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah. But yeah, anytime you have to get litigious, that sucks.
Right.
Because that's one of the things where
But,
it's going
like,
to cost
fuck
you
them.
more money.
Fuck them, though. That ruins your shit. That's like we
In
were
the
just
short
saying,
term.
like getting your car repoed. The next day you get up, your car's gone. What the fuck?
Like, I haven't even had a payment on this yet. How the fuck did it get repoed?
Yeah. I've heard of stuff like that happening, like when you buy it from like another seller, like if you bought it off of like Facebook Marketplace, you're like, oh, I found this guy online that had a car, and like he just sold you a fucking shitty car that he wasn't paying off the bills on. Or I've also known of like people that like they bought it from somebody who was like, hey, you send me the payments, I'm making the payments, but then they just pocketed the money and didn't make the payments, and then it's like, oh, well, your car's gonna get taken away.
That's also a super dumb way to do business.
Yeah, it's really stupid, really stupid. But that's like going through a dealer, like that's. You expect them to not be fucking. I mean, the dealers are going to fuck you no matter what, but like you expect them to not have a car that's going to get repoed.
I hope by next year, like we get an update and he's like, yeah, so I own that car dealership.
Ah, dude. I hope you own a car dealership soon. That'd be so sick. I'll work a couple shifts.
Hell yeah.
I'll sell some cars.
I don't think I would be a good salesman.
I
but
probably
like,
wouldn't.
I could work the front desk.
I'm a vibes guy though.
Yeah. Oh, see, I am a vibes guy. That's why I'd be great on the front desk.
Worked at
I
Ashley
can't
for
sell you
BMW
anything,
for a little bit, and
but like
didn't sell anything.
I could be the mattress Mac of this place.
Yeah.
Just hanging out at the front desk, making everyone feel good.
Do it, dude. That's the worst not cool I've ever heard. Maybe one of the worst.
Yeah, it's up
Maybe
there.
not cool
like
of the year.
outside of like like
deaths.
deaths,
Yeah,
and stuff like that. As far as just like your life being completely fucking disrupted.
It makes me mad. It makes me mad for you, buddy. I love you, buddy, and I'm
hope you get
sorry.
'em.
And like, keep us updated. Please keep us updated. That's some fucked up shit. Our last one is from Melissa Hyde. How are you gonna follow that up? Oh, secondhand marked up tickets. Grr.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw they passed some rule. Kid Rock was working with Congress or whoever it was. They're eliminating the hidden ticket fees, where it's like convenience fees and stuff like that don't pop up until you get
they call it a convenience fee, but there's literally no other way to
well,
buy
you
it.
wanted
so you just,
to be able to have it on your phone, right? Well, I can't. You're not going to mail it to me, but you wanted to be able to have it on your phone, right? Well, that's the only way I can get it.
Can
Well,
I just
yeah,
buy
that's
it at the
convenience.
venue? No, you have to buy it through this website. So it's the only way I can buy it, and you're charging extra fees.
Because of the
there's
convenience
no way
of
I
it.
can get around them.
So like they can't add that shit on after, but like if you think that's gonna make them not make more money, they're going to just tell you they're fucking you in front of the total. Like the
which I don't
total is
mind.
this.
Just let me know.
Then we also have this, and this, and this, and this, and this. The water and utility tax fees. You're like, what? I won't use any of the water there. I can make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, if I'm going to a concert, I'm sure as shit not drinking water.
But yeah, secondhand marked up tickets. That's solid, not cool.
That sucks a lot.
Solid,
Sorry.
not cool. All right. I'll go first.
All right.
I'll go first because mine's not that like bad, but I have a cupping problem. I was on the internet and I saw an advertisement for cupping. I have like a digital, like a electric one that's just like a single cupping, like where you cup on your like muscles and stuff. And I was using that and I was like, you know what? It'd be cool if I had like the multiple ones where like I didn't
Put them on your nipples, didn't you?
No,
sick
I didn't.
bastard?
I just like anytime like I sit down, I'm like, I should cup this. I should cup. I got 10 minutes. I could cup. And like my arms are just all cupped. My arms are all cupped to death. My back is fucking cupped. It's wild.
It's
dude.
like Emma has a perfectly cylindrical fist and is beating you.
Yeah. No, that's what it is. She's like, you better fucking tell on the podcast it's cupping. But my wife was just like, yeah, you have an addiction. I was like, but like it's good for me. It's good for me. Look at all that blood flow that's restored, huh? Look at my arm. I could swim. I'm like Michael Phelps now, huh? That's probably why I threw this rock. If I hadn't cupped, I don't know if I could have fucking nailed that car with the rock.
You should probably throw away your cupping devices, because if not, I feel like we're like 3 months away from him being like, I bought a penis pump.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I just like I want.
That's the next step.
Bro, like it's about
Cupping
healing,
is
dude.
just a gateway drug to.
About healing, bro. Check out my back, dude. My back's feeling better than ever. Look at all that cupping. Look at all that cupping, dude. All that cupping. Just anytime you got 10 minutes, I'm feeding the kid. Guess what? Cup.
I don't even get. It's just supposed to like increase blood flow to the area.
Well,
right?
you're like your muscle, your fascia is what it's called. Like it's like pushed down and like tensed up, and so like that like it's like you have the layers of your skin, and then your muscle kind of get like entwined, and then it separates them. And sometimes when you do that, you can restrict blood flow, and like it helps, and it feels better afterwards.
Is it something that like can be done on its own? Like it sucks on its own. You don't have to like touch it anymore. And
Yeah,
you can, like,
so
walk
I had
around.
I had the electric one, and that would just like it would be like, but this is just like it's like a suction cup basically. You just squeeze it where you want it, and then you make sure that it's rounded out again, and then you just don't touch it. Like there's certain like if I did it on my arm and I moved my arm a bunch, it would pop off. But like if you're like ideally you're like sitting watching TV, you're like I'm gonna do my arm, and you just hang out and don't really move a ton for 10 minutes. But like it's tight
So Alex is just addicted to being sucked on.
a little bit. Who doesn't like getting sucked, bro?
Exactly.
Who doesn't like getting sucked? So yeah, I have a cupping problem. That's my not cool.
I've got a few. The first one is on behalf of my buddy. I crashed over to his place on Saturday. We just got hammered all day and watched a bunch of football and stuff like that. Oh, I guess not a bunch. It was only Army Navy. We were watching other sports, just drinking all day long. At like 1, we're like, all right, it's time to go to bed. The sheets were not on his guest bed, so we go upstairs to put them on. He was helping me, and I look to the side. He's got like a little like game room area or whatever, just play area for his kids. And there's a big long couch, and I look to the right as we get up there. I go, TJ, there's 4 turds on that. His cat has been shitting upstairs a bunch lately. It just stopped using its litter box. But we see all the 4 turds on the couch, and we're like, damn it. He's like, okay, I'll get it in a minute. Let's put the sheets on the bed. We put the sheets on the bed. I walk out. I go, TJ, all the turds are gone. His dog, in like the 3 minutes it took us to make the bed, ate all 4 piles of shit.
I'm very glad that I have not had a dog that does that. I've known quite a few people that had dogs that like they would shit in the house and they're like, oh no, and then they eat it and you're like, wait, no, don't. That's worse.
And the next morning I wake up. I'm like, all right, I gotta go get home, get ready for all the Sunday football games. And I was like, I can't believe I woke up before you. And he was like, no, I was up like an hour and a half ago. Zoe threw up in the front room after eating all that shit. I was like, oh,
And
man,
that smells like
I'm sorry
vomit
for
and
you.
shit.
But this gave me something to talk about later. So T's and P's for TJ on that one.
That sucks.
And then I've got 2 of my own. One is just my boss at work. He's 70, so he gets chilly easily. So he'll come into work before we're there or whatever, and he'll turn on the heater. But you don't notice, and then all of a sudden, like 30 minutes into us being open, we're all running around. It's super busy during this time of year. Everyone's having like their office. It's not really Christmas parties, but like they're going out to eat. So we're full. We're running around. And like at the same time, me and 2 other servers are just like, God, it's fucking hot in here. Because he keeps turning on the fucking heater and doesn't tell anyone because he's cold, not taking into account that in an hour and a half, we're going to have 115 people in the fucking room.
Yeah.
And it keeps happening because nobody thinks to check the heater in the morning. It just feels nice.
Right.
So I was sweating so much. I have to have a towel I'm constantly wiping off my head because otherwise
Burns calories, though.
I'm shiny.
Burns calories.
So yeah, I told his son, I was like, we gotta call the AC company and get a like fingerprint encoded touchpad that when he touches it, it just doesn't work. Because this is getting
It like changes, like it does work, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, it'll be like 5 seconds. It says heat, and then it just turns.
Have like
off.
a facade over it. It's like a fake one. Then you have to lift it up to turn the real one on.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I could do that. I'll
can't
just tell him,
change it
sorry,
too
John, the
much.
heat's broken. You can't.
Yeah.
Wear a fucking jacket.
Or just get him to like install like a new unit, or not a unit, but like the clicker thing to change it with somewhere else, and be like, leave that one, disconnect it though. But like leave it where it like lights up. Just make it do nothing, and then it's like handing your little brother the controller that's not turned on.
Smart. I'll kick those ideas around at work. We got to figure out a
Throw
solution.
it out there.
And my other one was after drinking all day Saturday, and I mean we put on a fucking show.
Yeah.
So Sunday wasn't exactly feeling my best. I'm sitting on my couch watching football all day. I'm just getting high because that's really all I can fucking do to try and make myself feel better. My brother calls and I pick up the phone and go, "Thank you for calling Jonathan's." This is fuck. I just hear cackling on the other side of the line. He's been making fun of me for like 4 days now because of it. It was not my best moment. You know, all in all, not that bad of a thing, but it was just like, man, I felt like a fucking idiot. Just answering the phone like I'm at work. I haven't done that.
Yeah.
I can't remember ever doing it. I'm sure I've probably done it at some point, but in a very, very long time.
I used to do that when I would answer phones for the sports station. Like Sports Talk 7 up. And then people would call it Sports Talk, nope. And I'd catch it. Be like, oh hey, what's up? Sorry, I did that a lot. It was the Astros post game. I was just doing like 50 calls.
Yeah.
My bad.
So yeah,
It just shows you care about your work, dude.
Yeah, I'm fucking locked in.
Hashtag
all the time.
workaholic.
Hashtag rise and grind.
Rise and grind, bro. Rise and grind.
Life's too short. Answer your phone like you're at work.
I was talking to my therapist, and they were like, yeah, it's okay that you're a workaholic, Alex. It's okay. A lot of people like just get themselves lost in work, and that's just one of the things that makes you an athlete because you care about things.
So that's all I got. Bobby, besides the wire that you're currently fighting with, you got any other not cools?
Yeah, so like I was saying, I was sick the entire trip that I was on. I'd mentioned previously that Sam got sick
All the way through?
All the way through.
Fuck. You looked not sick on the pictures, so you faked it well.
Yeah.
Makeup.
It was makeup.
Special effects, Disney.
Yeah.
Yep.
They got it everywhere, man. Like all the filters everywhere. Like there's not even a camera. It's just there. You just filter.
It's all the whole camera.
Yeah,
the whole boat's a camera. Really.
You step onto the boat and you're just Disney animation at that point.
Yeah, when I got
cartoon.
when I got to the Orlando airport, went to the restaurant the first time, like, whoa, I don't remember looking like this. Sam got sick the week after Thanksgiving, and she knew we had this trip coming up, so she slept in the living room to try not to get me sick. because she knew like this is also part of my like a work trip, so I'm gonna be doing things. That didn't work. I ended up getting sick like maybe the Saturday or Sunday before,
Okay.
and still kind of feeling it. I have a like a little lingering cough, but we got to go to Disney World the day before. We went to Epcot, and it was very chilly and windy there, and my nose is running, and I'm just like not feeling it. Like this being my first time ever at Disney World, first time at Epcot, it was not really a good experience just because I felt so sick. And then getting on the boat too, they have a Radio Row, and that starts like at 6 a.m.
Okay.
At 6 a.m. to like 9 p.m. like of people going by and interviewing, and I'm supposed to be there too, like getting footage and stuff, and I couldn't do it the first day. Like I woke up, I was feeling so miserable, so stuffy, like eyes heavy. I'm like I just like laid in bed and like slept for like another hour or two, and then when I finally went out there, my boss was out there too. I'm like, oh, nice to see you. Did you get a good sleep? And like teasing me. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm not feeling well. I was like, oh, then he kind of felt bad about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was a very bad time to be sick.
I bet.
Very bad time to be sick.
Yeah.
And then like it was cold. It's December. It was cold like almost the entire time and windy. And when we got to the island, it was also rainy. And I'm like, this is I'm never gonna get better, because now I'm all wet from the rain, and it's gonna be cold. And
Sometimes you just trick yourself. Like you get sick from something else, and you're like, this is a different sick, so it's
Yeah.
not.
And
I
then the
actually
last
got
couple of
over the
days
other
here,
one.
we've gone from like warm day to cold day to warm day to cold day.
yeah,
to wet day. Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah. That sucks.
yeah. Hopefully I'm better by Christmas. I hope so.
Is Sam better all the way yet?
I would say she is. Yeah.
Was she still sick during the cruise?
Not nearly as much as me. Maybe like a little bit. But
Yeah.
it was already on her way out. On the way
Okay.
out. Yeah.
That sucks. That's a good, not cool. But like a bad thing, but not good,
Yeah.
not cool.
So I didn't get to enjoy the trip as much as I wanted to, just because I was dealing with the sick.
Well, because of that, I'll forgive you for not getting me anything.
Yeah.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Also, there is one
I
more
was
not
talking
cool.
to my therapist about I was like, Robert always goes on vacations and never brings me anything back, and she's like, that's okay. You just have to learn to accept the fact that like Robert's love language may not be gift giving, and you would really appreciate if Robert brought you something, but like he's not going to because that's not his love language. I was like, okay, I accept that. So I accept you for your flaws, Robert.
There is one more. I had left it. I was thinking it was going to be Bobby's, but I forgot he was sick during his trip. Kyle Tucker's gone. I wanted him to be an Astro for life.
You traded him.
I think I actually loved Kyle Tucker more than Altuve. Like I love Altuve, but like Tucker, from the time he was drafted and he was 18, I was like, I fucking love this guy. He's gonna be an absolute superstar. I still think he can be like one of the best right fielder in the league at any year. He's fucking amazing. We traded him because we're not gonna pay him. It's bullshit. We should have paid him. Traded him to the Cubs, who I used to hate the Cubs because they were in our division. I don't anymore, but like now I was celebrating it first because I was like, hey, it wasn't the Yankees, it wasn't the Dodgers. But now I'm starting to realize I don't think the Cubs are going to pay him.
No, they're not.
I think they traded him for a 1-year rental, and we're going to have to deal with this again after the season, or even during the year if their year isn't going well mid-season. He could be traded to the Yankees or the Dodgers.
Yep.
But you got Cam Smith. That's a cool name.
Yeah. So
I don't
he
really
sounds
know
like a third
any-
baseman.
I don't know anything about him, but he sounds like he'd be a baseball player that's good.
And Paredes. I don't
Not-
know how you pronounce it, but
Not
he's
quite
a good
Jazz
utility
Chisholm,
infielder.
but like sounds cool still.
But
And the Astros aren't going to sign Bregman. They're not going to re-sign him.
What if the
no,
Yankees
they're saying
sign
this,
him?
but like I don't think that they're going to be willing to pay what he's going to get on the open market.
From the Yankees, maybe. And I saw the
No,
Yankees.
not the Yankees, Red Sox.
Maybe the Yankees also could get Carlos Correa in a trade too, which would be wild.
No, the Red Sox are going to pay him. I know they already have. Why am I drawing a blank on their third baseman name? Their best player, Rafael Devers. He wants to stay at third base, but I think it's better long-term career for him if they move him to first base. I'll be happy if Bregman's there. Just I can't. This is the problem when your team drafts so well and you get all these great players for so many years. We can't have all these great players and only sign one. Like Jordan can't be the only person from this era that we re-sign.
We didn't draft him.
But we didn't. But like
We didn't draft him.
We fucking got him when he was in low A ball. I'm counting that as him being a
We
homegrown
didn't
product.
draft him.
We didn't. But yeah, it's sad watching everyone leave, and I don't like it. I will say this though, Tucker's going to look sick in that Cubs uniform.
Yeah.
He's going to blast some balls out of that stadium.
And then maybe Yankee Stadium next
No.
And it sucks too. Like the outfield right now is Jake Myers, Chas McCormick, and someone.
Jordan.
Maybe.
When
Nailed
he's out
it.
there, I mean, he'll be in
Yeah.
left field.
Not every day though.
But
It's fine,
I mean,
dude.
I think we still have a couple of young guys that are coming up that are supposed to be outfilders for us. But like, it's not. You don't know.
It's
You
gonna
don't
be
know with
fine.
baseball
I thought it was
prospects.
really funny. I saw that Astros like social media posted a thing about like all about the young guys like right before the trade, like maybe the day before or like that morning, like they're distracting
not
people.
good.
Yeah.
Yep. Classic
So-
misdirect.
I wish the best for the rest of his career.
Just
I don't want him to be a Dodger.
all you got to do is just keep telling yourself, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine.
I feel like a fucking Bears fan.
While in the fire.
Yeah, you just tell yourself it's fine, and then you'll forget about it for a second, and then it'll come back. It's like, it's fine. It's fine. No, this is fine. This is fine. This
Like,
is
we
fine. This is fine.
We let Springer go, and then Correa go,
You don't
and
even
now
miss
Tucker
Springer.
go.
You don't even
And-
miss Correa.
And well, Correa, we got lucky with Pena. He was right there. He's
Yeah.
a stud. But like, he's gone, and then Bregman's gone, and Tucker's gone. Like
You
all
won't
the
even miss
guys
him.
from the fucking core, we didn't sign any of them.
Won't even miss him, dude.
I'm gonna miss Bregman. I love him. I'm not gonna miss Bregman for the first month and a half of the season because he's never good during that. People are like, oh, he only hits like 264. I'm like, yeah, but if you take out the first month and a half, he hit 280 for the year. You just gotta weather the shitty part. But I'm gonna miss Tucker. His swing is so beautiful. He's such an awkward looking human being. His body proportions are just weird. Like he's the most awkward looking person since Hunter Pence. But damn it, is he athletic and good at hitting the baseball. I hope he hits 40 this year for them.
I could see Bregman go to the Yankees. I don't want it to be.
What
happen.
if, though?
I don't
How
want
cool
it to
would that be?
happen.
That'd be cool. Him pinstripes.
See, I don't want to because he's going to start off slow and all the Yankees fans go, oh, he's fucking dope. Because that's what all Yankees fans sound like.
What if he went to the Yankees, though, and he was like, oh, all I needed was to be in a cool city, and then I can start off hot, and then he goes hot.
And they'll make it
and
all the
then
way to
he's-
the World Series, and then he's going to be one of the people making 5 errors in a fucking inning, and they're going to scapegoat him, even though Judge is the worst one.
But isn't that kind of cool, though, if it happens to somebody that like was on your team and isn't on your team? Like, ha, see, we got rid of him before this happened.
No, not
Like,
cool.
I like doing that.
Not cool.
Like, I just hope, like, if Saquon doesn't win the MVP, I'll just be like, see, that's why we got rid of him. He's not an MVP. Not an MVP. Also, good that we got rid of Saquon because he would have won us like 3 games and then we would have been fucked.
It's going to be okay, though. We're getting all
It's
of our
fine. It's going to be fine.
We're getting all of our pitching back this year that we missed last year.
Everything's fine.
The young guys, the bats are just going to be there. You
Is
just have to
Verlander
trust that we're going to
back?
be great at hitting the ball. Verlander might be back, but I was thinking more along the lines of Christian
McCullers.
Javier and is
Luis
McCullers coming back?
Garcia.
Is
Dude,
McCullers still under contract?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
McCullers, he'll be injured by when spring training? February?
Yeah, he's going to injure his arm again. Fucking first day of spring training.
So by
But Luis Garcia and Christian
April,
Javier,
he's
those
out?
are 2 big ones.
Maybe JP France. Maybe.
that's a cool guy. He's cool.
Yeah, the glasses look dope on him.
Yeah.
It's
The
always fun
mustache,
having
too.
one pitcher with glasses.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
We probably will be. I mean,
It's
we're
gonna
a
be
good
fine.
organization.
It's
We know
always
how to
fi-
put
it's-
together a team and everything. It's just
everything's gonna be fine.
Tucker is like my favorite players growing up. It was always Bagwell, and then I fucking loved Altuve, and I was in love with Tucker, and then they just took him away from me, and I don't like it. I feel like I've lost something that I never even really had.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't have it, I mean, but like, I'm gonna miss him forever.
All right.
What if we sign him back after this year?
What if?
It's not gonna happen.
It'll be fine, dude. Whatever happens, will be fine.
Hey, what did JP say in Angels in the Outfield? It could happen.
It could happen. Yeah.
That's what it is. You know
I
what
was
it is?
trying to think
You know
that.
what- you know
No, I was thinking that we can be a family when the Angels win the pennant, and I was like, that was the dad. That was not.
You know
that
what?
was not JP.
Here's what it is, Robert. We're going to spin this. We took some assets. We fleeced them.
That's what- yeah.
Because around
Spin
the
it.
trade deadline, we're going to need a bat, and we're
Boom.
gonna trade back for less than we gave away.
Yeah, it'll be perfect. It'll be fine.
We'll give him just Cam Smith back.
It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
gonna be
I don't
fine.
like this.
It's gonna be fine.
I've heard Alex say this. It's
It's
gonna be
fine.
fine thing.
It's
I've been
fine.
listening to him say this for
And
3 years,
everything's
and
fine.
it's never fine for him.
Everything's fine.
It's never fine
It's
for him.
fine.
You're scaring me.
It's fine.
I don't like it.
Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Always is.
I love you, Tucker. Come home.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Come home.
All right, let's move on to the answer segment. Wrap this thing up. The answer segment is brought to you by Little M Air Fresheners. You know, Christmas is a few days away, and if you order Little M right now, they'll ship it super fast. They'll ship it really fast. You can get free shipping on orders of $10 or more. Head over to littleemshop.com. Stock those stuffings. Stuff those stockings. Stock those stuffings and stuff those stockings. Stock them up with Little M Air Fresheners. You stuff them also with Little M Air Fresheners. Get the Fresh to Death scent, the Little Ice scent, the Miami Beach scent. They got one that has Rad. It looks all 90s. It's pretty dope. They have Out of This World Air Freshener. It looks like you're in motherfucking space. And then you can get the floral design as well. There's not a bad one in the bunch, and they're way better than those dumb baby back bitch little green fucking whatever color trees you want to have hanging out of your rearview mirror. They last a lot longer. They'll last forever, but you get something like a pack of 4 or 5, that's perfect. That's perfect. Head over to littlemshop.com right now. This is the best thing. Like, oh shit, I forgot to do stocking stuffers. Do that, and then just head over to littlemshop.com. Order them. Free shipping when you spend $10 or more, and then you can also use our promo code PTG69 for 10% off. You can get 10% off and free shipping when you spend $10 or more at littlemshop.com. Littleemshop.com, promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off at littleemshop.com, the official sponsor of the Answer segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right. If you have any questions you'd like to ask for us, we do the Precome segment where we throw out any ideas, any business ideas, any high thoughts, drunk thoughts, whatever it is that we had in our minds. Ask us. If you want to ask us medical advice, we got you. If you want to ask us parenting advice, we got you. If you want to ask us relationship advice, we got you. Anything like that, hit us up at PassFairyPod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we will search for them. Hashtag PTG Answers. We search that first. That's the best way to get to us. You can also email them to us, PassFairyPod@gmail.com. Put answers in the subject, but Twitter is the best way to do it. At PassFairyPod, hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we'll search for them. Let's start with Mikey Paul at It's Just Mikey P, MVP nominee at the Gravies. Mikey P says, what does New Year's Eve taste like?
When I first read it initially, the first thing that popped in my head was vomit. But that's New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Or it's actually after, or sometime after midnight. If you're throwing up beforehand, you're a rookie. If I had to just put it down to one flavor, I think it would be a Four Horsemen. Jim, Jack, Johnny, and Jose, because you're drinking all of the booze that night.
I would say champagne. That was like immediately what I thought.
That's actually probably better.
That's what I was going to say too.
Yeah.
Because everybody pours the champagne. You don't really drink it a ton, but like champagne's a perfect thing for New Year's Eve.
And now that I think about it, I don't really party on New Year's Eve anymore. I usually work New Year's Eve because everyone else wants to go out and do shit. And I'm like, I'm fucking boring. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll work.
So I would say champagne.
For me, it'll probably taste like a nice glass of whiskey once everyone's left the restaurant. But
Okay.
yeah, why not champagne? Maybe, you know what? I'll have a glass. I'll have a glass of champagne.
Yeah, but that's like right at the bar. You're like, oh, hey, Happy New Year. All right, cool. Champagne. I'm not going to drink this again.
Everybody's celebrating, and I'm going to be Lieutenant Dan in the corner. Just
With confetti all over you.
just a fucking handful of whiskey.
Somebody photoshopped that. All right, next question. Good question, Mikey. We better fucking see you Saturday. If you're in the fucking answer segment right now, you better be there fucking Saturday. So I'm just going to say that, okay? This is from Brett Brandon at Price of a ZJ, the reigning gravy gangster of the year from the Gravies last year. Brett Brandon says, is the sub in sub sandwich actually short for submissive because you can put it, or you can put anything you want into it?
Getting freaky with the
A
question.
submissive sandwich.
I like the, yeah.
Because that makes way more sense than Subway sandwich or submarine sandwich. Like, is it submarine sandwich because it looks like
A submarine. That's what I always thought.
that looks like a lot of other things then too.
Yeah, but it was fun to call it a submarine sandwich.
Submarine sandwich.
But now we're in a more progressive world.
I like when they call them po' boys. That's cool.
Well, then it's got to be slightly Cajun for it to be a po' boy.
Right. But I like
some remoulade
or hoagies. If you get a hoagie, take a couple hoagies from the Wawa.
I do love a good hoagie. Yeah, there's submissive. You can just stuff whatever you
They're
want.
like,
right in
just fill me, daddy.
Hey,
That's
you know
what
what?
they say.
Put one more in there.
Yeah, they like it. Submissive sandwich.
You know, you got one kind of meat in there. Better put 2.
I bet you can't put 3.
Better stuff all that meat in there.
You make that airtight.
Yeah.
So yes, I think I'm gonna say that it is
Submissive sandwich.
It is a submissive sandwich, and from now on, the next time you see somebody eating one of those, like, oh, you got a submissive sandwich for lunch. Like what? Submissive? Is that not what it stands for?
I think it has to be stuffed full though. Like
Yeah.
you can't just be like one of those bitch sandwiches. Like, dude, that's like 80% bread. Like it needs to be spilling out of the
Maybe
sandwich.
it's a submissive that's like learning. It's working on it. Can't do it all once.
Now, next time I'm eating a sandwich, I'm gonna be like, I'm the fucking dom.
I'm in charge here. Yes, the sub and sub sandwich stands for submissive.
Hell
Great observation, Brett. Great observation. Better fucking see you Saturday. Raymundo Benavidez at KMundoB on Twitter. He's up for MVP this year at the Gravies. He says, he gives us our power rankings. Yeah, if you give us things to power rank, give us 5 similarly related things, we'll power rank the fuck out of them and do it better than anyone else. Raymundo is giving us, this is a really good one because I was talking about glitter being a problem around the holidays. He says, power rank these things that are hard to get rid of. These hard to get rid of things. He gives us glitter, sand, dog hair, hangovers, and debt. Robert, I want you to start us off here. You've never had a hangover in your life.
Okay, so number 1 being the hardest, right?
1 is the hardest thing to get rid of, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go number 1, glitter. That really just doesn't
Yeah.
come off. And it's so much more easier to see. Then it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Than like sand or
Like
anything.
you have glitter on your face all day, and you're like,
Yeah.
I have been trying for an hour and a half to get this off of my face, and I can't. I washed my face 50 times. I've scrubbed my face. It's just not coming off.
Fucking Mercedes.
It's a part of me now.
Number 2, I'm gonna go dog hair for this one
Okay.
because I've seen it on people's clothes. Pat, you wear a lot of black,
I've got dog hair on me
and
at
you
all
can
times.
see it at all times.
Yeah.
No matter, the other day when I was at my buddy's, we were Saturday. We left to go to a bar for a little bit. I went through 3 sheets of a lint roller, getting
Yeah.
all of his dog's hair off me. Still couldn't get it.
I was
a
gonna
lint roller
say
every day
this.
almost.
Yeah, I was gonna say this too. It requires you to buy a lint roller and multiple times.
Everyone should have a lint.
Which isn't something you have to do with sand. Like sand, you can just buy a vacuum once. You don't have to buy a vacuum multiple times.
But it's still everywhere. And even if you vacuum it, like you're still like, God damn it, did I go to the beach recently? No, that was from 6 months ago. And it's just why? How did I get sand here?
So sand will be my number 3. Debt will be my number 4. I think if you're a little smart about it, you can get out of debt.
Yeah.
You can get out of debt.
Just be fucking
hangovers.
rich, dude.
Yeah. Just be rich. Yeah,
Just
exactly.
be rich.
Just like us. Hangovers number 5. Just because I've never had one, so I've already got rid of it.
A solid.
I got rid of it.
A solid. All right, I'll go next. I got hangovers last. Like, it might be hard to get rid of, but just like I don't know. I've always been of the mindset like put your head down, get through it. You did this. You did this. This sucks. Get over it. Get a goodies. Get some BC powder. Drink some water.
Some ginger ale,
Fucking suck it up.
Sprite,
This is you. You're paying your dues. All right.
and a greasy ass Whataburger. You're good.
So that's 5. 4 is debt. I do think like that's like people can spiral into debt, but like you can pay it off, except you can't always pay it off. But it's like in theory, it seems like I'm taking this loan and I will be able to do this. Like it seems easier than it really is, but like just because it seems like there's a way out. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. 4. Number 3 is dog hair. Dog hair does get everywhere, but it is like lint rollers. You can get it off. You can get it off with lint rollers. I know you said you couldn't, but like it helps. It makes it like
Most
significantly
people can.
better.
The way I interact with dogs, it's in there forever.
And then 2 is sand. Just like it never goes away. It's just stuck there. It is nature's glitter. And then glitter is 1 because fuck glitter. Like we already went over that. You're never gonna get it off. And it is the easiest to spot. Like, hey, fucking idiot, you have glitter on you. Like, yeah, I was wrapping presents, dude. I don't know. I didn't buy the wrapping paper. I just fucking did it. All right. So yeah, glitter, sand, dog hair, debt, hangovers.
So number 1, I'm actually gonna go sand. Of course, and it gets everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking, I mean, it made Anakin Skywalker turn to the dark side.
Yeah.
It's
Good
number
argument.
1.
Good argument.
Number 2 is dog hair. I don't care how often I roll or brush or fucking shake out my shirts. It's ever present in my life. And it doesn't bother me, so I don't give a shit. 3 is going to be glitter. Yeah, like you said, try lint rolling it. That'll work.
It doesn't. I've tried it.
Might. I don't know. I feel like glitter is a pain in the ass, but anytime I've had it, I've been able to get rid of it. For the most part, dog hair I can't get rid of at all. 4 is debt. Yeah, just like, haven't you seen all those lists online? Just stop buying Starbucks.
Just buy a junker.
Just make coffee at home instead of going out.
Bring your own lunch.
Grocery shop instead of Uber Eatsing all your food.
Recycle.
Have a trust fund. Just the basic things.
Yeah, steal.
Yeah. There you go. Don't pay it. That's
just don't pay debts.
Fake your own death.
That's a good way to get.
That's
out
a good
of that.
way.
It's a great way. Definitely don't pass it on.
Yeah. All that, and then 5 hangovers. Yeah, like mine aren't usually that bad. I'm just really tired the next day. I haven't really had a bad hangover in a long time. I'm just fucking tired.
I've always been good at like being like, this is your fault. You did this. Where it's like, it's hard to be like, this sucks. You're like, yeah, but you did that.
Yeah. And I was doing it like all day on Sunday. I was like, I didn't feel that bad, but I was off. But I was like, I should just be refilling this water every time I finish it.
Yeah.
And then the cup sits next to me for an hour and a half. And I'm like, I should go take some ibuprofen. That would actually, I didn't have the ibuprofen thought until like 9:30 at night. I was like, I should have just had ibuprofen earlier.
Oops.
That would have helped. That usually like clears mine up like 80% right there by just downing 4 or 5 ibuprofen. But yeah, the hangover will go away on its own. The rest of these things will not.
Yeah, that's why that's a solid.
You
5
have to actively
unanimous
do
5.
something to get after them.
Those good power rankings, Rainbow.
Hell yeah.
Good power rankings. I love that. All right. Our next one is from Alexis Garcia, 2 times on the show. Alexis Texas _ on Twitter. Alexis says, is downloading music on LimeWire the millennial version of walking to school in a blizzard? My mom got on the phone and it fucking cut off my Britney Spears album I was trying to illegally download.
Either that, or I would say having to actually just like get on your bike and ride around your neighborhood to get in contact with your friends to find them.
I would, that's a good one.
Like when you had to actually just be like, I can't just text my friend and instantly be in contact with them. I have to go find them.
Because I was gonna say make maybe even better than the LimeWire example. The LimeWire example is a really good like millennial version of walking.
I was a Kazaa guy anyway.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I was always scared.
It was green.
I was scared I was gonna destroy the computer.
Well, I got Kazaa because my brother wouldn't let me use his Napster.
Really?
Yeah, he was a fucking dick.
Shit, dude, they probably.
Also, Kazaa, you could download videos as well.
Napster,
you couldn't do that.
You're saying. I see what you're saying. I think that like the millennial version of walking to school in a blizzard, if you specifically also want to stay with music, is having to listen to the radio and hit record on a tape to keep a song. Like, oh, I fucking love this song. Incubus, I Wish You Were Here. Like, I remember hearing that, but this song is so good. And just listening to the same radio station, 99X in Atlanta, for like 3 hours until like they played it again. I was like, got it. And then they fucking talk over it, and you're like, God damn it, why would you ruin this?
You know, another good one is having to keep your portable CD player flat, or else the song would skip.
Yeah, like, did you have the tape that you would put in the car, and then it would attach it to your CD player? If you're driving, you're like, God damn it, I hit a bump. Not skipped. I'm gonna start my Matchbox 20 all over again.
We had a good explosion of technology that like came in and was new and then was obsolete 10 years later for like our entire childhood. It was just a string of technologies that were awesome and then completely shit.
Yeah, like they don't have tape players in cars now, and it's like that's how a lot of us got our music. If we didn't want to just listen to radio,
or it could just be
Ryan show all the time.
If you had the iPod Shuffle, having to actually one by one skip through your songs.
Yeah.
To find the right song that you were trying to get to. Like they had to listen to the whole album on a, a record player to get to the song that they want. We had to just manually skip each song. We couldn't just go through on your screened iPod on your phone and select the song that you fucking wanted.
That is like we do take that for granted.
Yeah. But I mean, the downloading music one is a great one.
That is a really good one.
Like I couldn't just go on YouTube and look up every fucking
I think
song
I think the tape one's a little bit more tough because it's like, dude, you had to wait until that song kept coming back on, and maybe it didn't that day, and then what?
Or you also remember when you would download music And like you'd be so excited, you'd turn on the song and be like, "This is trap beats," and you're like, "Oh,
Gravy
I gotta find a fucking another file to download now."
And sometimes it was like only a couple times, but then other times it's like through the entire song. You're like, what? Come on, man! Like no one wants this.
For years, I thought "Many Men" by 50 Cent was just the chorus over and over because that's what I downloaded. It was just "Many Men" over and over for 3.5 minutes or however long. I was like, the chorus is cool, but there's no lyrics to this.
What
song.
else is he gonna say? And
It wasn't until many years
he
later.
released lyrics?
I was saying this to someone, and they're like, "Fucking, that's not true." It's like, oh,
That is so true, though. Like everybody would
this
have
is a
weird,
remix. It's got lyrics to it.
everybody would have weird, different versions of shit. And sometimes you would download a song that wasn't that song; it was another song, and you're like, "This isn't even what I downloaded."
Oh, or just the song title that you're downloading is not the title of the song.
Yeah.
It's just what everyone thinks the song title
Yeah,
was.
it's got like the chorus. They're like, "That's not what they named it." Okay. Yeah, that was a good walk down memory lane. But I'll give you that. That is like walking in a blizzard. I do think that
Not being able to text, having to use AIM.
Or remember when you had the text amount, like you only had 50 text messages a month, and your parents would be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, how far over yours did you go the first time?
A lot.
Yeah. Like I think I just started dating a girl, and we had it was a 250 text limit.
What's up?
And I
NM,
did
you,
1,000 texts that month.
You would burn like 100 texts by just like, "What's up? NM, you." That's fucking 3. God damn it.
T9 was dope though. Being
T9
able to
was
text
tight.
from your pocket.
You don't know nothing about T9, Robert. Do you? Okay. I guess, yeah, you're not that much younger than us. But you are still way younger than us. He is. He is.
I want to get in a time machine and
Takes
go
me back. Takes me back, dude. 9/11 wasn't a joke yet.
I go back.
No one joked about 9/11. Not that you should. No, you should. But there weren't memes about it. Dude,
I saw
wish
a meme the other day.
Like I think I said this on the pod before. I was like, I wish I could go back in time. Like there should be like just a historical like thing of like memes, and it's like, all right, like if memes that existed in 2001 when September 11th happened, like show me some memes. Like I want to see those.
Oh my god, dude, they would have been everywhere. I saw one the other day. It was like a little kid like running to throw those little styrofoam planes, and the little kid goes and he throws, and the camera spins, and it's just the plane hitting the North Tower.
Sometimes
That's not funny, but that's hilarious.
My algorithm for a while would get on the and it still does sometimes, but it used to be very heavy, where it's like somebody's in like a big city and like a plane's flying by the buildings. It's obviously not going into the building, but like when it's going to pass the building, like oh thank God, thank God. Like every time it got me. Every single time.
It's been long. Like you got to laugh at the dark things in life, you know.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if I processed 9/11. You know, I talk to my therapist about this sometimes.
We also grew up on like Faces
sometimes
of Death and Rotten.com.
Yeah.
Our minds were warped very young.
Yeah. Mr. Happy Hands.
Glass Ass.
Yeah. 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Mm-hmm. Like the one that started it all.
Meat Spin. You'd leave your friend's computer on Meat Spin.
Bro,
You'd leave. It's like, my fucking mom found that. God damn it.
I still like every 2 or 3 years find a way to get someone with Meat Spin.
That was a good one. It was a good little prank.
Lemon Party.
My friend Austin, who was a kid in our school, Austin, he wasn't really a friend, but I remember doing that at his house, and his mom did find it, and then I got in a lot of trouble.
I convinced someone in college that Meat Spin was a new search engine, because that was back in the days when they were still like...
It's like Ask Jeeves.
I got a text like 3 hours later. I opened that in front of my mom. I was like, well fucking too bad.
Don't listen to me. That's on you.
That's what you get for living
You know
with
I
your
don't give
parents
great
in
advice.
college. Get a dorm.
All right. That was a good question, Alexis. Let's wrap it up with Luke Soin. It's been a minute since we heard from Luke, but Luke says, is it rude to not hook up with the hosts at a swinger party?
Yes. Can you imagine hosting a swinger party and everyone else is like hooking up and fucking on your couches, and you and your significant other are just like, oh.
I mean, I've never been to a swinger party. I'm not educated 100% on the lifestyle. But like, what if the host swings with somebody else? Do you have to swing with everybody?
I think if you're going to have a swinger party, you have to do it as communist as possible and just throw the keys in the bowl. You need a key party.
But then you wouldn't have to sleep with the swing with the host.
Well, but then everybody, whoever's keys you grab, that's who you're going home with. And they just put their house keys in there. You grab those, bam. Looks like you don't even have to drive anywhere that night. You're staying over. It's the only form of communism I will support.
I feel like that's like So the host is just swinging with every single person. If you're thinking of it that way, I feel like you don't have to swing with the host. Somebody's got to, but you don't have to. It doesn't have to be you.
Oh yeah,
or
not
you're
you,
swingy.
but somebody.
But like, as long as you bring a gift, you're good. Like, here's a bottle of wine. There's a house plant.
I brought a butt plug.
That works too. Sure.
It's in the packaging. It's not used to anybody. This will be a first time.
Yeah. I don't know, Robert. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's rude to not hook up with the host if you're swinging?
Yeah, like the hosting is kind of like regular parties. Someone's hosting, you bring over food, a drink, or something. You gotta
You bring a gift, but
Yeah.
you don't necessarily gotta hook up with them.
I mean, you probably should suck on them a little bit,
Just a little bit.
just to be polite.
Who doesn't like getting sucked?
yeah.
Exactly.
If they're letting you use their house for this, like it's like the least they can do.
Let's see. We're going into the whole well, there was expectations. I took you to dinner. What did you expect?
If I host a swingers party, there's an implication.
Yeah, that is an implication. It's the implications.
Yeah.
the implication.
The implication. Remember on Always Sunny when they did that and they had the fucking buffet and he's like, Charlie, come check this out. Well, you don't want to bang on an empty stomach.
So I figured this
Get
one
the
out
fucking
the other
bird
day.
mask on.
Baby, It's Cold Outside was playing at work, and I was like, this is the implication of songs, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's been banned on like some stations.
It's the ultimate. It's not banned on my Spotify at work.
Nope.
It's a classic, okay? You guys made it dirty.
Right.
He was just looking out for her because the implication was if she went outside, the weather was going to be bad. She was going to get in an accident.
Like Sweet Caroline, you guys just made it dirty. It does happen to be about a 15-year-old, but like,
Oh, yeah.
no,
you
that's
know what?
fine. That's fine.
I just don't think about that. I just don't think about
Oh
that.
yeah, that's how we listen to R. Kelly.
I don't
I
listen
just-
to R. Kelly.
You don't.
You probably, I mean,
When Ignition comes on, like you're fucking bumping it.
what are we gonna do?
It's the remix to Ignition.
Popping fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing and sipping on coke and rum. I'm like, so what? I'm drunk. It's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. Bounce, 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 bounce.
Crystal popping in the Stress Navigator. Fuck yeah, dude.
God damn it, we should start a band.
We should. Robert, you want in?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Dude.
Let's do it.
What are we be called?
The implications.
Let's be the implicators. So then we're pointing blame, not we're the reason that blame's pointed.
Gravy boys.
No, I want to. Like, we need to be like somebody and the somethings, but like none of it is our name.
Bobby Boat and the implicators.
Jimmy John and the Boatheads. What? Who's
Greasy-
Jimmy John? No one. No one is.
Greasy Paul and the Trash Men.
Did you know Hootie and the Blowfish? Like Darius Rucker's not Hootie. Yeah, I always thought Darius Rucker was Hootie, and that the rest of the band was the Blowfish. It was like two guys in high school. He just named the band after. It was like a Leonard Skinner situation. Fucking wild.
Or a Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, like there's no girls in the band. Greta Van Fleet rocks though.
So fucking awesome.
They do rock. All right. So it is rude.
Yeah.
It's rude.
Just
to
suck
not
on them a
s-
little,
to
throw a
not
finger their
swing.
way, you know.
All right.
Just be polite about it.
All right.
Sit down on the couch, just put your thumb up in the air and look at them.
Is that what
Wanna
you
take
do?
a seat?
Like a hitchhike
Wanna take a
situation? Like, huh?
It's waiting for you.
It's like when you put the keys in the bowl, it's like a secret Santa over. Like, I got you. Hey, guess who I got? You again. What if you pull your own key out? You gotta
It's
go
disappointing.
just jerk off in the corner.
I think then you get a redo. Like, oh no, this is the gift that I brought. Sorry.
I brought this for myself.
Didn't that happen in the office?
The
Somebody pulled their own
Kevin,
secret.
He got the foot massager.
This was actually my own gift.
I got myself again.
Shout out, Kevin.
Shout out, Kevin. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. We're at Pat Gray Pod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to podcasts. If you're listening to us, go hit the play on the YouTube version, youtube.com/@PatGray Podcast. If you're watching us, hit the play on the audio version so we get the clicks on both. Please share us with a friend. Bring a friend to the Spooktacular, the 11th annual Christmas Spooktacular. We got it going down this Saturday. December 21st at Kobo's Q downtown, 2012 Rusk Street downtown. Get there early. We're going to get there. I'm going to get there like 11 to watch the SMU game. Then we go on. The Texans start at noon. We're going to go on about halftime of the Texans game at 1:30. Then we're going to do the Gravies Awards. We're going to do our Christmas movie bracket. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is my favorite thing we get to do on this podcast every year. I'm really looking forward to seeing all you guys and gals out there. So please wear your Christmas shit, wear your PTG shit, and be merry and joyful and be excited because we're really looking forward to seeing you guys and gals there. And then we will give away a fruitcake if somebody gets the random celebrity. I will go buy a fruitcake. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. All right, let's do a random celebrity generator now.
I will take Bruce Willis only because I don't think Bob Iger will show up in there. So I'm going to go with Bruce Willis.
All right.
I'm going to go Jim Carrey.
I'm going to go Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell. All right, these do not count. These are the ones that are already opened on it. Here we go. Our 8 celebrities. Rafer Johnson, Claudia Cardinale, Forrest Whitaker, Ricky Henderson, Christina Ricci, Robert Redford, Elizabeth Taylor, Marilyn Monroe. No winners today.
Told you no Bob Iger. I called that. I'm counting that as a win.
Nailed. Well, like, you could say who it's not going to be and be right way more often.
Yeah, but you didn't do it. I did. I'm just saying.
What if we do that, but you die when you get it? Like if it is
I'm
the person.
in.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, have a great rest of your week. We'll see you guys Saturday. Love you. Until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today.